This is our Dungeon Master Bryce, and he'll lead us through the first stages.
Welcome. We shall describe everyone's characters and what you are currently doing. So starting with Lamb.
So I am a 10-foot tall monster covered in purple fur, really sharp pointed claws, and a white patch on my tummy, and I've got this weird triangular protrusion on my head. I've got a little red satchel. I'm called Tinky Winky.
What are you currently doing?
I'm currently polishing my van breast, my half plate.
Right now. Ellen, over to you.
Yeah.
Right, who's next? I don't know the order. Grant, over to you.
Okay, so I'm an 8-foot tall, green covered monster with a hole in his head, which I'm currently polishing.
It's strangely getting larger.
Okay, badges now. It's inspiration.
There's such thing as anti-inspiration.
How much tall are you?
Excellent.
Oh my god.
So you're
about 8 foot as well. I'm the midget. So I'm a... Yeah.
Okay, I can't remember the colours, so which colour is...
I'm the green one.
Alright, James the purple.
So for anyone, this is two of the characters that we've got so far. I don't know which colours are which, but they're all angry. Anyway, next up.
I am a 7-foot yellow monster with like a spiral on my head. And I'm called La. And I'm currently eating a pot of honey custard.
Is the pot made out of a human skull?
Yes.
And like the last?
I'm the fourth and I'm the shortest. I have an antenna on my head too. That is and I like to blow bubbles, poisonous bubbles. What else? My favourite toy is my red and blue sling. That's my favourite toy. Yes.
You've got research here.
I'm researching.
Sit online, look at the videos, go,
We live on a grassy field with floral landscapes populated by birds and rabbits.
Oh my god, giant monster rabbit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our house is called the Tubby-tronic Superdome.
Of course it is.
Done.
We're waiting for the death vote.
Right, over to Seth for some sensible characters, thank you.
Right, so I've got an orc at this point.
What are you currently doing at the moment?
Polishing clothes.
Who's that polishing?
Everyone's polishing.
Sit there, just good maintenance procedures, I like it. Go take care of your equipment. Luke, over to you.
My name is Woody and I am Tree.
It's a large living tree.
I'm currently breaking off spare limbs to use as weapons.
Always with the maintenance, I like it. Sharpening one of them up against another one. And Sky.
Alright, I am Finn. I'm a changeling. I'm a little girl at the moment, like innocent pigtails and everything like that, and I am currently
I claim John Staffy, we kill Sky.
trying to shank someone.
So you're in some back alley, like if someone's just like backed into a corner and you're like
Yes.
with a shadow.
I'm actually a druid, but I'm also an assassin criminal.
So as you're closing in on this poor unsuspecting individual in the back alley, the rain's pouring down.
Took a notice it's a tree.
Suddenly, as you raise your knife back, you're like, here we go, collecting that money. You see this just in front of you, expanding from a pinprick to encompassing almost the entire alleyway. Is this egg-shaped portal of glowing green and gold energy. In front of you guys, you see this portal appear and just hovering, hovering and just flickering with power. as you kind of stop with your tree branch pruning, you see this large portal glowing in front of you. You kind of stumble and drop your polishing rag, and it flutters in and through the portal and disappears. It just seems to be just waiting there, just humming and slight crackling of energy.
I'm going to wave at these two.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick my head through.
What are you guys doing?
Oh!
So as you stick your head through, it just sucks the rest of you in behind, and he's gone.
Oh no, Tinky Winky! Oh no! Tinky Winky!
Suddenly the portal just shoves forward and encompasses all three of you as well as you just suck through. What have you guys do?
I'm so sorry.
Hovering in the air, just crackling in front of you.
Tree's gonna look and go, light is good. Walk toward.
Walking towards the nice green and warm light. You feel the energy just bathe you as you get closer. You feel just invigorated, like, delicious. Sucked into it.
I fall into everything.
You're stabbing your. Oh, no! Goes on, chuckling his backpack. Alright, let's do it. Hops in. So, as you make contact with the portal, you just feel the ground beneath you just drop out and you feel like you're plummeting. And the air is just sucked. As you yell "wee," the air is just sucked from your lungs and you try to breathe in, but there's just nothing there. And you just get this strange feeling run through you, as if you'd been at the top of a flight of stairs. You've got to take one step, but your leg has extended all the way down to the other end of the stairs. And then suddenly you just compress almost into a two-dimensional page. And then...
Tree is page.
The tree is page. You just stretch and then compress. And then unceremoniously, you just tumble out onto a compacted wooden floor. And you're all now in together. You see, you're in quite a large building, hard compacted earthen floor with polished wooden walls. And as you all look around, there's these four monstrous entities kind of just shaking themselves. Just one of them stuck in the back, they're kind of roly-poling, trying to get up, and then you see this large, hulking, muscle-bound orc roll through, casually kind of step out of the portal.
Just a rocket group.
The tree kind of ducks its head and stands up. And then you see this petite little girl come tumbling out, quickly tuck away a dagger that she was holding.
I'm innocent, yes.
Looking around, you see, the polished wooden walls, you see a couple of windows.
Tree likes the polished wooden walls. Makes him never else.
He strokes his leaves down the sidewalk. And you see some leaves just shut up. But as you look around, there's some just nicely made furniture. There's a bit of bookshelf, a table, and a couple of chairs. As you look around and up, you see quite a tall but hunched figure seated next to the table. Grey hood pulled up over his head. And he looks down and reaches up slowly and kind of gingerly lowers the hood, and you see these two ears unfoil and poke up, one of them kind of dangling at the edge. And it's this old, grey-faced, large bunny rabbit. Unlike the vicious demon bunny rabbits that inhabit your homeland, this one, he's kind of almost looks sad, and he's kind of grey whiskers and his little twitchy nose and whiskers there.
The evil bunny rabbits are the Donnie Darko rabbits
Yes.
in your land.
And he says in a low, sad voice, "Oh, I'm glad you made it safely. I'm sorry for the bumpy ride. Can I get any of you some tea?"
Yes, please.
I'll get you some tea.
No, not
And
tea.
he kind of carefully I'm sorry.
I think that's Jeb.
I
No,
don't
Jeb.
have any coffee.
Sorry. I don't
I'll
know.
have some tea though.
Dipsy
Here,
side.
We just
let
started
me
the
get
game.
some. And he kind of carefully stands up and hobbles his way over to a little kitchenette as you guys are just kind of looking at each other. And he starts pouring cups into it.
We got the four Teletubbies with us.
Yeah, so there's just some basic sort of furniture. You see a bookshelf off to one
I'm
side.
just going to start poking through his bookshelf.
Right. as you're kind of poking through it, you see all sorts of different non-fiction books. So there's encyclopedias of plants, and you know, as you're shooting through, you see one. It's like a planar dimension sort of thing.
I
So
put
it's
it
tracking.
in my satchel.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
I'm not being subtle about it.
Alright.
12.
Alright, yeah. Cool. So just casually just pull it out and put it in there. That's fine. You did knock the bookshelf over top of yourself. Because you're a giant. Whatever the hell you are.
And
but
soul telegraphy.
the rabbit kind of bunny turns back around and is slow hopping, kind of shaking the tray and places it down, spilling a little bit onto the table, and you see
Uh-oh.
8 cups of tea. Goes, oh, please, come, have some tea. I'm really sorry I gathered you here. Please, let me explain. I need your help, and I called out to whoever could come and help me. A nasty priestess cursed me. I'm too slow now. I can't deliver the eggs on time. The children will be so sad.
He's going to be late.
I know.
Paul's not happy.
Easter will be ruined.
No.
For a very important date.
Please, can't you brave adventurers, please help an old Easter bunny?
So where's this witch?
Well, it wasn't a witch, it was an evil priest.
Yeah, where is
He's in my burrow. I can't go back in there.
I'll kill him. You
Ah.
guys want to kill someone? I'm
Yes.
happy.
There's a stone in there,
A stone.
a rune stone. He made it. It's corrupting my burrow. It's horrible. If you could break that, Easter would be saved. I'd be back to my fast self. I would be okay then. Can you please help me?
Oh, Easter.
How many days until Easter?
What does the sun say?
Easter is... As you look out the window, you're used to the sun being this strange baby head in the sky. You look up and it's just an overcast day. You're like, oh, this is weird. This isn't my natural, normal, sunny, grass-hilled thing. Looking out the window, you can see about 100 meters away. You can see a kind of a dense forest, and it's kind of overcast sky, a little bit of soft drizzling rain, but there's no sun.
You killed the sun.
No, I didn't. I would never do that. I love the sun. But ever since this corruption has come, everything is so sad. But if you could break the runestone, everything would be happy again. Can you please help me, strange creatures?
Oh, not strange.
No, smash runestone. No.
Oh, the entrance to my burrow is just outside. You can see it just before the forest.
Forest? Friends.
Oh, yes, lots of friends, Mr. Tree. Please, have some tea, then you have to hurry. Easter is tomorrow.
Poor tree on roots.
Okay. And he kind of carefully shuffles over and gets a cup of tea and starts like sprinkling it onto your feet.
Ooh, refreshing.
And you feel your roots kind of carefully dig into the earth and floor between your toes, like, this is nice. Yes. Tree happy.
Love it.
Okay.
But please, if you can finish your tea and get and hop to it, as it were. Oh.
I can hop to it.
And he kind of sits himself down. You see him, he's almost nodding off again. What would you all like to do?
Sit down. What do we get for helping you?
Oh, sorry. What was that?
So we get
Big
into
rabbit made lots of
My
stew.
eternal gratitude and the happiness of the children. Also, when I'm digging a burrow, I come across a lot of gems. I don't need them, but you could have them.
I'll take some gems.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah. Split it
Yes.
half.
Sure.
Here's a couple that I dug up the other day. He comes out with just a small bag with, what's down on the table in front of you, opens up and you just see a series of just uncut rubies and
Is there a magic
sapphires.
stone in there by any chance?
So you can add, whoever wants to grab it can add a small bag of gems to your inventory.
You can hold on to them.
Yeah, I'll take those.
I need to stay light.
Sits himself down.
And I'll go in and I'll rip out a tooth and I'll give him one of my teeth. Because I can send a telepathic message to him if I give him one of my teeth.
I'm going to do the same but hand it to you.
Yeah. You rip out.
Only I pull off one of my fingers, one of the nails,
Fingernails, Jesus
rip
Christ.
it out, hand it to you.
You've got it in your hand.
Chunk of nail bit still attached to
You
it.
can have an identification. You can
Yeah.
have
The bunny rabbit kind of like, oh,
Do we have such a stream?
in here holds out one of the cups for you to put the tooth into. It's like, oh, thank you. I'll leave this on the dresser. Here. You hear it rattling around. Places it down. What's that? That's cool.
That's where we are.
That's where you are.
Okay.
In the house. So
How can we fit if we're like 10 foot tall?
it's a tight squeeze in there. It's a tight squeeze.
And a tree.
It is a big.
4 giant people and a tree.
And yeah, so as you walk outside, you turn around and you notice that yes, what the room that the Easter Bunny is in is a large tree, and just expertly placed into the side of it. You see this door and a couple of cute little windows built in amongst the living wood.
Tree inside of tree.
Treeception. As you look out, you can see once again a neatly kind of mown or grazed front lawn, and about 100 metres away you see the forest, and just on this side of the forest you can see a large dark opening leading down to the ground. And as you start walking towards it, you get closer, and the first thing you notice as you get close, it's quite a large hole that's slowly leading down with a bit of mound of dirt on either side. It's the entrance to this Easter Bunny burrow. You smell coming from within it, it's kind of like a mix of sweetness, like flowers and berries and fresh foliage. But there's also this just undertone, this unsettling scent you just can't quite place. There's just turn that sweetness almost rotten as it just gets in the back of your nostrils. The tunnel's fairly wide to be able to fit 2 of you abreast going down it, and looking down you can see it quickly descends into darkness. What would you all like to do?
So what's this smell? Just a smell?
Yeah, so it's like quite sweet sort of scent of fresh flowers and fruits and that, and then just a weird undertone.
Mushrooms.
Can we identify the
spores.
smell?
Roll a nature check.
That should be the same.
Plus nature.
So
71.
those.
So you're not exactly sure, but you have seen some different flowers in your hellscape that is the paradise that give off like that poisonous kind of rotten flower scent sort of thing, but it's just that slight undertone of just poison and something that you naturally just revulsed by.
Oh, not here.
I'm going to pull a tower shield out of my red bag. Bag is not big enough to hold the tower shield. And then a long sword comes out afterwards. Definitely wasn't big enough for that.
Can I do a detect?
with me!
Oh, sorry.
Tinky Winky.
Tinky Winky
Detect
forward!
poison.
Got
Spell?
a rapier?
Well, like it's probably are there. Does that mean I can do it as a ritual as well?
Only if you can cast rituals.
I don't know.
Druids can.
Druids can
Yeah.
cast rituals.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So it'll probably take 10 minutes, so you sit down and tell us how you cast this ritual. What's it like?
Winky, not have time for this bullshit.
Well, you can walk in there, but I'm finding out what it is. I'm just going to sit on the ground and just
I'm
like.
going in.
You can
Right.
go, and I just On a fire.
So you're sitting back there. You start pulling out some different mushrooms and
Yeah.
start lighting fire some herbs and incense.
Like an
Cast
inner
this
circle
ritual.
sort of thing.
Is that that poison? Is that how long does that spell last once you do cast it?
It's concentration up to 10 minutes.
Alright. Anyone else doing anything before you walk in?
Can I make armor
And
myself?
because I'm
Yep.
doing a ritual, it doesn't
What's
use a
that?
spell slot.
Take your armor class up to.
14.
Cool.
14? Yeah, 14.
And that's a small.
It doesn't use a spell slot, does it? It's
Ritual, no. You guys doing anything before you wander on in?
Can I summon my steel defender and put it at the front?
Sure can.
Sweet.
I need to actually find you the Steel
Oh,
Defender
cool.
stats. If you jump on Google and look up Steel Defender, D&D 5e Steel Defender, it should give you the stats for it.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor.
Where did all the pieces go, Sky? Did you have them?
Are
They
they?
might be down there.
Oh, down here. I'll give you. This is your Steel Defender. You can pass it across, Jim. So as you're standing there, she
Does it
pulls
make
out.
me
I'm
standing
not a
up?
badger.
It doesn't matter.
Steel Defenders. So as you're standing there, you know, this horrific beast pulls out a giant shield and sword and slings a small backpack onto his back and just starts tramping in. You see this little girl sit down and start pulling out mushrooms and lighter things, and then this orc just kneels down, stabs a dagger into the ground, and steps back and just mutters a couple of arcane words, and suddenly this dagger just seems to fold and unfold and unfold and unfold and unfold again until you see this large steel-plated panther in front of him. And here it goes. Just this deep guttural growl, but almost with like screeching steel undertones of this growl. It just looks around at all of you, and then just sits and starts wagging its tail.
I want to pat it after I finish my ritual.
Alright, so you've got Mage Armor up. What's your armor class now? 15. Cool.
It's paper.
That's a Steel Defender.
It's not Steel Panther, that's
It's not
totally
Steel
different.
Alright, so who else is going down? Anyone else?
Joining forward.
La la. Come on, oh, follow behind. La 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 la.
Are you falling down as well, or are you waiting up with Sky? Or sorry, this guy's Finn.
I'll move forward with the back.
Right, so you're chilling up the back. Right, so who are the first 4 people going in?
The dog first.
Yes,
The tree, and then 2 of you.
Yep.
And
Tinky
then
Winky.
I'm at the end.
You at the
I'm
end?
at the
Okay,
end.
Tinky Winky and. I
La
shall
la.
You're Dipsy.
Right, so as you start following after the tramping figure with his sword and shield held in front of him, just stomping down, it quickly gets darker and darker. Can your race see in the dark?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The tree can't see in the
How
dark.
convenient.
So you guys, everything starts to go grey, you lose colour, you can still see clearly down in front of you.
Can the tree give limb to make torch?
Sure, if you want, yeah. Yep. You probably have some torches in you, Tori, so yeah, if you want, you can lean down and light up the torch. And as he does this, so you know, you 3 keep tramping along and overtake him as you're walking down, you hear this click as you hear something snap, and then just suddenly from these fissures in the side of the wall, just this cascade of green, slick slime floods out, and just suddenly what was a fairly smooth stone slope turns into a slippery dip. And the 3 of you make dexterity saving throws.
You guys are really good at me today.
You 3.
Oh,
So you
Saving throw?
you've got 3. So yeah, you're essentially just stopped and taking the knee to start trying to light fire to one of your tree limbs. As you just hear this click. 6, 12.
18.
Oh yeah, you're there as well.
Yeah.
Cool. You managed to, you know, your feet slip out from underneath you, but managed to grab hold of the stone wall. You 3 just arse over tip, sliding all the way down to the bottom of the hill. And you see these 3 just whoop, disappear. You guys just hear this whee,
One at a time.
descending off into the distance. And if we can clear off the middle of the table, we'll get the vicious steel hound in. Hello, Freya Bear. Good girl.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll get the map.
Oh, God, the tasty meat.
Yeah. Good girl. Yeah.
Zero.
Regrets.
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 Vengeance is sweet.
of space.
A lot.
Also, everyone look away so you don't see the map. Avert thine eyes.
Oh,
Until I cover it over. Yeah.
Oh, that's been the
Yeah, it's very large. That's
Wow. Office works must have really loved you.
Yeah, except they screwed up the printing and cut half of it off. Well, not half, but cut a sliver off.
Again.
Doesn't matter if you look too much than that, but I'm going to cover it up anyway, so you can see which areas you've gone to. A whole bunch of vehicles. Alright. It is. Yeah. 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 So you can see which areas you've not gone to or you have gone to. Doesn't really matter. You can see where you're going. It won't help you at all. Yes, exactly. Fog of war. That'll work. We need like 2 more. I'll do the trick. And there we go. Perfect. Close enough. Yeah, there was an extra bit that comes down to about here that they just.
Gotta wait for a second, dude.
Yeah, it's not quite to
What are you
scale. So
looking
each
for?
one of these squares is 5 foot, so your characters is going to overlap a little bit.
Yeah, trust me.
We'll deal with it.
T?
Hello, Movie Jew.
Is that what you're looking
Hello,
for?
beautiful boy. Come here.
Alright, cups.
Come here, Papa.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Oh, good boy. Just sit.
Oh.
Movie,
That
sit.
is the one that
Come on, sit.
supposed to change.
Sit.
Who's a big boy?
Push. Good boy. No, I want to close the door,
that's
Baba.
the
You stay
normal.
there.
This
Stay.
is the changing cup.
Good boy. You're a good boy.
Who's a little boy? Who's
No
a
more.
little
Wait,
boy?
wait.
Use one of these for the. That
Oh, get him, Mum. Moose.
hold up.
Get him, Mum.
I'm up to first.
Oh.
Hold him first. Hold him for a second. Okay, you
Fine.
can.
Let's go to the bedroom. Don't move.
Did I want it?
Good boy. Hey, Baba. What's the bedroom? Yeah, that's it. My shoes.
What is this?
This is magic tea.
Oh, pineapple tea.
Look at how cool that purple is. You hold it out into the,
It's an interesting colour. Almost red.
and then we add a little bit of this. Bring it up to the live stream after. Yep.
And then it's supposed to change because
So, ready?
Changed. What?
And it should change a bit of,
Is it changing?
a little bit.
Oh.
No, you just covered it. It's changed a little. Not you, Bryce. Just
Oh, you
You
want
go-
the light?
try it again. yeah. I think it has changed a bit. It went
Shine
from
that
like a
torch
bluey
through it.
colour to a purple. That doesn't help either.
Colour's a myth and you know it.
Grab that if you want. I think it's changed a little bit. Yep, you're right. Yep.
Everything's great.
Everything's great.
Superior
Is
colour.
it apple enough?
Superior shade.
Okay. I'm just going to leave the lemon syringe here for others later. And then we've got the normal tea afterwards as well. Yeah, whatever. Has all
It's
the
the bad
teas.
guys.
They may or may not be the bad guys.
It's the bad guys.
Yes, you kill the bad guys as you kill them.
Do you want your cup back?
No, I've got iced coffee. I need my cup back. I drank from my
But
iced
he
coffee.
will lose that cup and make it look
That's what I'm like. I will leave your cup here.
Alright, so the the 3 of you that have gone sliding down, I'll get you to place yourselves right here as you come sliding down into this cabin.
Again!
Oh, more fun!
So we just gotta see.
I'm at the back though. Which way's the
Way
back?
at the front.
We might do with the distances. Everyone else is still back up here essentially, hasn't got in quite yet.
Have I finished my ritual?
No, that takes like 10 minutes to get down that far.
Okay.
You'll kind of
So I
part
would
way down, torch yourself before you slide the rest of the way. So, what the 3 of you guys see is you slide to a hole, all of you prone as well,
Aww.
on your butts. You're not going to slide standing up like a cool surfer dude. You didn't roll quite
Yeah,
enough
like
dexterity
go
for that.
one.
Oh, sad. Oh, ouchies.
Any of you got like the shields, the shield serve on?
Performance.
Sure, I'll let you roll performance to see if, as you're sliding, you can be like, hang 10 dudes. And
Yay! Awesome.
It's a 2. You're doubly prone.
I also rolled a 2.
You're both doubly prone.
Can I roll just for the sake of it?
Why not, while we're at it?
I'm putting the chocolates over here.
What's on 2?
It's on 2.
So we can.
It's
I
a
like this.
Well, still not good enough. So you're kind of seated, the rest of them are like somehow upside down, legs in the air, not having a great time. But as you look around, you can see there's just a small pool of light around you from coming up the tunnel. But the rest of the chamber is quite dark. With your dark vision though, you can see just rocky outcroppings all out the side, and you can see just lines and lines of eggs up your left and up your right, and then the exit to the current chamber that you're in, just off to your front.
I got it.
And the eggs, as you're looking at these eggs, they start to just shift and rattle and click against each other and crack. These eggs, they're on the tops of them, they're these
Jeb, we had
colourful
quite a
stripes and
feast.
spots and patterns.
Look,
But then as you look at the bottom of
Just-
the eggs, there you see this black mould.
rabbit stew with rice and mornay. We did have lamb. I'm not really good at this. Potatoes. More potatoes. Yeah.
Showing the viewers the food.
Lovely potato.
Yes.
Lovely potatoes.
It was very delicious. Alright, back to it. No, because he said yum.
Oh, nice.
I think it was.
Anyway, so yes, as you look at these eggs, you just see them rattling, crack, 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 crack. And just hear this just horrible, terrifying screeching coming from amongst them. As you look at the tops tear open, you see these mutated small bunny rabbits just tear their way free of these eggs as they just start to leap towards you. Everyone roll initiative.
There's going to be plenty of
So you guys up the top, you just hear this terrifying screech from multiple creatures.
Okay, well I'm.
Oh, I need dice.
There's 20 here.
Sky, do you have the dice?
And
Tower
then
company's
you
going
add
to set up. Beautiful.
initiative.
Because this one's going for
That's 9, 11.
14.
Might as well roll all spin around or so behind us.
Yeah, everyone roll.
Oh,
+7. Yay for alertness. And out of all that, guess what I rolled?
What?
But not one.
Bunny!
Is that coming?
That's as far as me yet, that'll work.
Huggy bunny.
He's a nice bunny, by the way.
big hug.
That's a him, dog. Right, so everyone's rolled initiative now, so you see your initiative modifier on there, so add that.
Yep.
So we have 25 down to 20. Anyone get from 25 down to 20? 20 down to 15? Rolled really low.
14.
Also 14.
Right, yeah, so who got 14?
14.
Right, I'll just put you in this order because
I was hoping that would be alone because I'm still here last to the initiative order, but apparently the dice don't think so.
Right, 13 down to 10. Anyone?
11?
11?
Oh, no. You're too busy casting you're doing all your
That's
spells.
true, yeah.
And you two?
4.
8. Yay, I'm the last!
Very slow.
Aw.
Right, so first up is Beck.
Oh,
Because they rolled really low as well. So what would you like to do? You see these bunny rabbits just tear their way free. You're laying prone on the ground.
What can I do? Can I stand up? Is that an action?
Yep, stand up as an action. Which one are you?
I'm the bread one.
So that's half your movement. So
So-
It takes half your movement, so 15 foot.
15. Well, I can't really. Can I walk close to something?
Yep, so you can start getting way
I don't know how
up to
close.
here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you can get to there.
Can I?
leave that.
Am I?
So where are these
Oh, well, I
bunnies?
can do something.
That's the eggs.
Can I do something?
I'll roll the bunnies.
Yeah.
Midway through opening?
Yeah.
Sorry?
They're all midway through opening?
So can I?
Yeah, they've just kind of torn their tops off and they're all starting to come crawling
Oh,
out.
okay. Can I back up again? Sorry, because I have no idea what I'm doing. How smart.
Oh, wizard! Oh, should be smart!
Oh, look,
Is the TV on the screen?
Did you get any of those?
They can see the bunny.
Any of
You can see the bunny?
You can see it a little bit.
Okay,
They're scorching
Little
right
bunny.
That's our killer egg
Scorching
bunny.
rays, so 3 of them. You can do that?
Can I do that?
Yep.
Yeah.
So roll 3 attacks.
Do I just roll as a d20?
Yep, d20, and add your spellcasting modifier.
7.
I'm going to take these away before I eat all of these.
Yeah, no,
I can't eat the
eggs are
enemies.
here.
I don't want to eat the enemy eggs.
These are your eggs. I've got sugar coated
plus
almonds
6.
too.
Is it plus 6? Oh, okay, so that's what, 13?
Did
So
you want to bowl
13,
those
yep.
over there?
That hits, so roll.
So that's
Just roll all 3 attacks, then roll all 3 damages.
13 again,
Yep, that hits.
and 18.
Yep, they all hit, so roll your damage.
D8. And a D8. First one's a 6.
Is it plus anything on Scorching Ray?
No.
Probably not, no.
No. Oh, 2d6.
2d6s?
That's not a D6.
Is that?
You got it for the
D8.
The name.
Oh,
Sorry,
sorry.
fit to the Halloween.
Got names.
With the sweets.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
2d6.
Yep.
Okay, I'm rolling
Right, there you go. First attack.
7.
7.
Second attack. 8. And 7.
Okay, so these 3 blasts of fire just erupt from this from Poe's hands and slam into the first 3 rabbits down this left-hand side. But they're still just moving. You see them, they're just
No, rabbits.
you see this scorched hair and just this scent of just burning flesh comes into your nostrils. Grant, you're up.
I'll stand up.
Which one are you, the green one?
And I'll do.
Dipsy.
No? Do Mage Hand. Sorry, not Mage Hand. Fireball.
Mage hand. Just be always in nice bunny rabbits. Right, 5 volt.
Yep. So Fireball you can do.
Onto which one? Onto one that's already been hit or a fresh one?
One that's been hit.
Roger.
On the
Say the
fly.
closest one.
So it's a range ball. That's
Jump
6,
away in the
that's
train.
18.
That hits.
Hits.
How much damage?
1d10. 9.
There you go.
Yes.
And they eat your enemy.
No.
As this bolt of fire erupts from his hand and slams into the already scorched flesh. Anything else? Movement bonus actions? No. Lamb, you're up.
I will stand up. I'll position myself
You can sell this.
in front of Poe.
Yep.
And
Are you two okay?
and then a completely different tone of voice. Shut up!
Oh, God.
And I
Perfect.
hit 5, I think.
Is that dexterity? No, constitution saving throw?
Constitution 14, please.
What was the spell?
Shatter.
I was wondering if I heard
First
right.
one makes it. Second one doesn't. Third one doesn't. So 2 have made it. I believe I need 1 more. He doesn't.
So I think we'll get 5 off the time.
I say it catches all of them, but not 1 all. Alright, 2 of them make it.
20 damage for the ones that fail, 10 to the ones that pass.
So all of these eggs just shatter into shards, and those shards just jam into the rabbits that are crawling out of them. And land gets diabetes.
Eat all of them.
So you guys from up the top just hear this slight this shattering sound erupts from up the tunnel
I
up
like
here.
this.
However, from further into the caves, you also hear as it's awakened something else.
Oh!
Did you roll
No,
for
you didn't say
diabetes?
huzzah.
Roll for diabetes.
I got a natural 20.
14.
Oh, is it? No.
What's your constitution modifier?
Alright,
Or your saving throw? Constitution saving throw.
so 16 total.
16? Yeah, that's fine. No diabetes this time. In real life, maybe we'll see.
So
Ellen,
I'm guessing
you're
Dan's
up.
trying to get all the eggs if he's got all these massive effect spells.
I've got 2 spells per day.
Oh, yeah,
He's a-
wizard. Sorry.
He's a warlock. Warlocks hit
Oh,
really
that-
hard. A couple of times.
Can I progress down the
Are
tunnel?
you eating all the good eggs from here?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm
Would you like to try to slide down? If so, you can probably get down there in 1 turn. If you're going to try to carefully go down there, it's going to take you probably 2 turns.
No,
Another 2 turns.
I've seen that they've had so much fun sliding down. It's going, whee!
Right, so make an athletics or acrobatics check, whatever one you want. Not performance.
15.
15, no dramas at all. So you're holding onto the edge, you just hear that boom, you're like, here we go, let go and give yourself a shove and whee! Surfing down on your feet and pop out behind these guys. And you see these, you're like, la la! Oh god, these just nasty, vicious, weird faced rabbit things calling themselves. This is nasty slime, and you see shards of eggs jammed into the roof and around the place from this shattering explosion.
And then you see Tinky Winky with half a leg hanging out.
Right, action and bonus action. So that's your movement done, but you've got action bonus.
Can I do an action? Am I...
Chuck 5 bolts at one, or
5 bolts is a good one.
Yeah, sure. I'll do a firebolt then.
at the closest one.
Yeah, the
Cool, roll it. As she skids to a hold, ball of fire erupts from her hand.
Yeah.
And she's still kind of like, oh, oh, that was really cool. And slams into the wall just next to it.
No.
And now it's on to the bunny's turn.
No.
So these
That's alright,
ones,
we're not there, so
there,
we're all good.
there,
Oh.
there. Stay.
Paul's stay behind.
She,
Oh no.
Did you watch?
Teletubbies.
these two are going to start to come up here, but they're not quite going to get in range.
My brothers were obsessed.
Right, so these two here are going to attack
I have to watch it.
Ellen. Nope.
I didn't kill anyone.
Definitely a nope. And next two are going to attack, who's this? Grant, I believe. One with a natural 20 and a natural 16. Right, so they both hit.
Tinky Winky Dipsy.
I might do shield for that first. No.
Did you want us to push the table
Natural
out?
20.
Yeah.
What's that take your armor class up to? That
Plus 4.
plus 5, that takes it up to. It still hits.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Do you,
Not
want
no, no.
Bryce.
Yeah. Sorry?
do you want us to push the tables up that way so you can
No,
get
good.
the seat done? Okay.
No, I always press
Express.
standing up so I can wave my arms vigorously into the TV.
To the TV. We just got that fixed.
Right, so first, I must gesticulate. First is 9 damage, Grant. From the crit. Second one is 6 damage. As this rabbit just latches onto your arm with these weird like claw things that just latch and turn around, you feel it's biting and just tear a chunk of flesh free. Uh-oh. These, yep, they hit, they missed, and these ones are just gonna keep running at you. She's an impressive dog. These ones are actually gonna dash for their action and just get all up in your shiz.
Tinky Winky!
Seth, your turn. So you're up the top still, I believe, with your steel defender.
Yeah. I'll just slide down.
Slide down. No worries. Give me a dexterity. A athletics check or acrobatics check.
So a quite a staff and what.
Yeah.
So just roll it. 4 to it.
22.
22. Easy. So you.
You're right and stuff.
That was just you. You come sliding down and bump into the back of these things, and you just look at these just weird rabbits. One of them is still latched onto Grant's, Dixie's arm, just tearing into it. What would you like to do? You're kind of in behind the three of them at the moment.
Right, so then I can see. Can I use my magic tinkering to undo one of my gems sort of light? And can I throw it at the same time? No.
Sure, yeah.
I'll try and throw it as far down that hallway as I can.
Just to light up the area sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yep, no worries. Give me a athletics check. Just see how well you can throw it. It's not 20, what's that?
22.
Yeah, easy. So you piff one of your glowing gems down into the entrance to the chamber through there, and you see it rattle through. Currently, you don't see any movement from down that chamber, but it's now lit up, and you can see what's going on down there. Bonus action, you can call your Iron Defender down, I believe.
Oh, I think
You like?
I think he takes his turn after me.
Yeah, he takes his turn after you, but I think you still need to use your bonus action to instruct it.
Oh yeah.
I think, from memory. I'm not all over artificers, sorry.
We're all
They're one of the
learning.
they're one of the few classes I don't know too well yet. We'll just say for now, use bonus action, call him down to help her. So do you want to make a athletics or acrobatics check for him? So dex or strength check.
21.
21, easy. You see this sleek panther-like creature come sliding down, coming behind her. He can make his attack or attacks, whatever he does. So you should see his attacks there somewhere. Sky, can you help set that?
Alright, force and power green. Which I've got one target that I can see.
Which one are we doing? The
The
force
force.
power?
Yep.
Okay, so plus D4 to hit. So roll a D20 and plus D4 to it.
Plus a D4.
5.
4.
Yeah, plus. What, plus 4?
Plus
Sorry.
4, yeah.
Sorry, yep. 5 foot reach, one target you can
Yep,
see.
so that's his attack. So yep, what do you roll?
An 8 with the...
With the modifier.
Yep.
So yeah, he tries to rake his steel claws down this one bunny rabbit, but what's Ellen's name? Lala kind of bumps into him and he just goes astray. Unfortunately, he misses.
So you'll roll a D20 and then plus that 4. And then if it hits anything, you roll the D20.
Sky, your turn. So you're
Okay.
halfway through casting this ritual and just hear this boom and just see the panther
Okay, I'm
walk.
pretty sure I did
slide
longer
off.
than that.
It's 10 minutes casting time, I'm pretty sure, for it.
Has it really been 5 minutes only?
Yeah, these guys pretty much walked down, slipped, and slid.
No,
It's been. Sorry, you went wee and slid down on your butts.
You know what? I'm just gonna finish.
No worries, she keeps casting ritual. Tree, you're up. Woody.
Tree's gonna go down after his friends.
Alright, give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
12.
12. You get down there, but you do end up on your butt, down on the other side. You're probably not in range of anything. You could try to throw one of your spikes, but it's going to be a disadvantage because you're still kind of on your butt.
Stand up.
No, that took all your movement to get down there. Yeah. Next round you'll be able to stand up. But you can throw from on the ground if you like. It's just going to be a hard shot
I will throw.
because you're throwing between everyone. So roll twice, take the lowest, and that'll get a little bit of cover as well.
15. 7 and 15.
So 7 plus your attack modifier.
Which is
Be written in that box.
So under your javelin,
So it'll
javelin.
be plus 5 to hit and then plus
Plus 5 to hit.
So
7
roll
plus 5.
12.
So yeah, it doesn't quite hit with it's kind of, you almost get through and you manage to not stab it into any of your mates, but it kind of just goes shooting up over the top and disappears off into the side of the cabin.
yep. So when he says
And then
that,
back to
roll that one plus
Beck.
that,
Plus that.
and then if
Okay,
it does
so-
that,
from down in this cabin now, you hear more and more sounds just rattling and screeching, and you can starting to see shadows being cast by the light that
bunnies are
Gordon has
coming,
thrown
the
down.
bunnies.
Okay. Well,
That's
I'm just
good.
going to try and say Dipsy and whoever else is in front of me. I can't see anything. I think that's Lala. Can I do that? Would that be?
Okay. Thank you.
Can I do a fire bolt?
Go for it.
So what do I roll?
Which one are you shooting?
The one
You're back here, aren't you?
Yeah, so
Yep, that's
can
fine. Straight roll.
The one in front.
Mhm.
So, what do I roll?
So normal hits at D20.
D20.
Plus 6.
26.
That's nat 20.
Nat 20. Alright, roll damage, so double dice.
So
So
that's
2d10. Or a d10 and double it. How much?
9.
9 damage. Right, that one hasn't been hit yet, so you just bolt of fire comes through between Tinky Winky's legs and slams into this rabbit, covered in scorching hair, and just screeches and yells.
Is that all my action?
Yeah, that's your action. Bonus action or movement. You probably can't
I
move
don't wanna
anywhere.
move. Yeah, I can't move.
Grant, you're up.
Okay, so for my bonus action,
Sorry,
I'm-
Dipsy.
Dipsy. I'm going to do Blade Song. So 2 times for a long rest, I get plus 4 to AC.
Mhm.
Speed increases by 10. An advantage on acrobatics check and plus 4 on con saving.
Roger.
Cast that. Got the bonus action and then for my spell.
Was that a spell?
No, that was just
That was just an
a
ability, isn't it?
ability,
Yeah, cool. Carry on.
I'm going to just do shocking
Shocking grasp.
grasp.
Roger, roll melee spell attack. Onto which one? This fella?
The one that hurt me most.
The one that's on you? Yeah, that one's currently gnawing on your arm.
You're not really
That's
hurting him at all.
Say again?
Oh shit.
You got a 1.
Go to 1. So you try to grab hold of it and say, ah! And you manage to just stop what you're doing before you electrocute yourself, but it's close. Just because I'm feeling generous. So far.
But it's grand.
Right.
He knows how to play.
Lamb's up.
Tipsy, no
I'm
nothing.
going to.
So that one in front of
Something
you
guttural and
has been hurt, and that one
I'm
is
going
on
to hex the rabbit on Grant's arm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do we have a ring? Sky, can you grab one of those?
The rings are down there as well.
I'm just going to shout, no! And hit it with a sword.
Roger, Roger.
It's
The same one that's...
The one that's gnawing Grant's arm.
Yeah.
21 to hit.
Yep, that hits. You don't need to roll damage, you have 1 hit point left.
Oh.
So you get to roll again for diabetes and get your hex back for now. And...
Are we actually?
Concentrated.
Yeah, you're concentrating if you can remember that for me. Thank you. Right, that's your turn done. Do you want to try to move? No, you're probably stuck in there. Ellen. What's your name? Lala.
Am I currently being attacked?
Which one are you? The blue?
Yeah, the blue.
Yeah, so these two are kind of up on you. This one is trying to take a bite out of, or has just taken a bite out of Grant.
Okay. I have a quarterstaff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to bash.
Whoop! Give it a good old belt.
13, 15.
Yep, that'll hit. Give me some damage.
Does your quarterstaff make a squeaking sound when it hits things?
You're not sure whether it came from the staff or the rabbit.
I'll show you what
Plus
a quarterstaff sounds like.
Your strength modifier. If you have any strength. Nope. Cool. 1 damage. So just hear this. His rabbit is. And he's going to try to take a bite back out of you. It's over to their turn. So the two that are trying to attack you, Evelyn. It's a 17 and a 16. What's your armor class at the moment?
12.
Yep, so they both hit. Did you put mage armor on yourself?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
15.
15.
But yes,
15 is that?
You take 8 damage as these two rabbits just latch onto each of your legs.
So I'll just tear it out with some pages.
What else do we have? This one here is going to take another bite out of Grant. We'll try to. With a natural 18, yes it does.
I'm 19. I see it's 19.
So it gets 20 with its +2 modifier. Do you want to use shield?
Yeah, I want to shield.
Right. So as this rabbit just launches at you, you're just like, ah! And this just arcane shield comes up, and the rabbit goes, it shakes its head. Okay. And these two are going to take a bite at Lamb. 14 and 16. They don't hit. Nope. So they're trying to take bites out of you, but their just fangs are screeching off of your armor.
your fleshy purple suit.
It's like, can't get through!
You know what wearing plate armor,
From coming down the corridor, we see another 6 of these bunny rabbits shaking their heads and knocking bits of egg free emerge into the light.
Container of eggs.
There was a giant explosion which kind of woke up some of the denizens of
He was
this
pretty
burrow.
much doing the job for you before you had to pack it away. So I think we're about
Seth, over to
6
you.
monsters short.
Right. So you're kind of squished in behind these Teletubbies, but your steel defender can get in. If you like, you can kind of push through this gap and come up between these ones.
Yeah,
If you want.
can I get to anywhere that will allow me to attack?
Yep. Yeah, you'll be able to get through, squeeze through between these guys and end up between here. So with one on either side here.
So which one's the more immediate problem?
Probably the one that was eating Grant, as he's kind of now you see leaking this blood down from these massive gashes into his arm.
What
Probably
colour
this
is
one in behind you.
Yeah, I'll try and
Purple!
Rainbow.
Rainbow.
Yes.
Morning Star, Roger. Take a swing.
26.
26. Is that a natural 20?
Natural.
Natural 20. So when you get a 20, you get to double the damage. So however many dice you usually roll, use double those now.
So
Or you can just roll 1 dice and take and double it.
So yeah, you can do the 1d8.
So 2d8, or just double the number that you roll.
If you roll a good, if you roll max damage on your first d8, then you can
That's
double it.
how that works. You choose to roll 1 and double it, or 2. What's that?
A 1.
A 1.
1? Unfortunately. No, that's not how it works. But that's fine, so it does 2 plus your strength modifier.
So it's got.
Sky was having your cake and eating it.
So 6 damage.
6, yeah.
6 damage.
Did you choose to roll double or?
He didn't say that.
He did,
chose.
yeah, he
Yeah, but he had 1 dice. So you either roll both dice at once,
He could
or
have
you roll the
asked.
same dice twice.
Next time, remember that.
That's right. I just did what you told me.
I know you're yelling at me.
Roll the dice.
Although, so as you step between these two things, you just spin the nation hand, boom, slam it down onto this bunny rabbit, and just squelches into a puddle of poo.
You killed it though.
Ready?
Have that.
And because you're already giving the command to your steel defender, so you still got your bonus action if you want to do something with your bonus action. I don't know if you can do anything, so not too much. You can move a bit more if you want. You could, but these guys are going to be coming. You probably don't want to sandwich yourself between.
Yeah, I might just stay there.
Yeah, just turn and face and get ready. Your steel defender. Do you want to make another attack with him?
Is he close enough to attacking them?
Yep. Yeah, he's got one in front that's kind of trying to eat Lala.
Sweet, I'll go for that one then.
Actually, yeah, it's just taking a bite out of Lala. Oh boy, oh boy. Right, so do whatever you want to do with your dice.
I'm not saying anything.
Roll the dice twice, or get 2 of the dice. You can steal one of Luke's if you like.
Another D8.
I did one.
Oh,
No, it's
It's D4 for the steel defender.
That's a d8 and
D8, yeah.
D8.
Yeah, so
Does that D8 piercing damage?
1
Yeah,
plus,
slashing.
D8.
plus 2.
Yeah,
Right,
so
so 2 D8s and plus 2 on top. They're
it's
diamonds.
a diamond one, yeah.
Oh, with 8 sides.
Smart ass.
4 and 2.
Unfortunately, 6 and basic.
So this panther just leaps forward, latches its claws and just tears this whole rabbit's head off.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I like this.
He can move a little bit if you want him to. You can move up.
Yeah, move
Nice
next
here.
Okay.
Let's kind of just cover off next to Lala.
Something
Sky, you're up. You're still casting your ritual? Idiots. Woody, you're up. So stand up.
Do I have 3 rounds before I can start?
Yeah, I'll say one more round and it's done.
Okay.
One more round then.
I'll
Move
give
or
you-
attack, can't do both.
Sorry?
I can either move or attack.
No, you can still move 15 feet. You can probably squeeze through and come through
I'll
to
squeeze
here.
through and
Yeah,
attack, right?
I'll say you've got just enough movement.
So
You got this
stand
one
up.
just absolutely surround, so if you want to attack that, you'll have advantage on it.
Just explaining. So standing up just takes half of your movement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Squeeze through, I'll take that.
Got advantage.
So roll again and take highest.
So 9 plus strength is
Plus.
Plus whatever it is for your maul.
more.
Yep.
9 plus 14.
14. Yep, that hits. Give me some damage. Should be 2d6 or d12.
Maul is 2d6 plus 3 bludgeoning.
Cool. So you grab 2d6s.
They both got moles, did they?
Yeah, but his maul is just a
tree
growth
stump.
of tree. Yeah. Just like big
2d6.
tree root.
So you did that.
7 plus 3.
Yeah. 10
10
damage.
10 damage.
So you just muscle your way through and then just overhand swing, crush down the top, and just with a squelch, this bunny rabbit just is no more. And you just turn and look at this oncoming swarm of bunny rabbits hopping their way towards you.
Fluffy bunny.
Beck.
Well,
Sorry, Poe.
Poe wants to do a. I'm gonna try this. Can I try that? An acid splash?
Yeah, sure, you'll be able to kind of muscle your way through here and hit those,
Yeah,
those two.
the ones
Yep.
in front.
Go for it.
So what do I need to roll?
They need a dexterity save.
They need to do a dex save. Yeah.
Sure do. So one
So, we'll do that then.
No, that's what it is.
got 13, one got 16. What's your spell DC?
Probably 40.
Probably 14 or 15 at this stage.
That's supposed to be.
Spell DC should be on your spell
Be 10
sheet.
plus casting stat mod.
What's your intelligence?
Intelligence 4, so 10, 14.
Okay, so yeah, one makes it, one doesn't make it. So give me damage.
Okay, so 1d6. 5.
So this one gets this just viscous acid splashing over the top of it. Still seems to be kicking, but you see just chunks of flesh melting off of it. The other one manages to do a sweet little backflip out of the way and dodge.
Okay, so, yeah, the same.
Bonus action. And happy to stay where you are. Who doesn't
Yeah,
move?
I'll just have to stay where I am.
Dipsy, you're up.
Okay, so I'll just do chopping grass. Can I reach that one that's in front?
Which one are you? This screen for?
Yeah.
Yeah, you better reach up through that.
Chopping
Get
grass
there.
for that one.
Yep.
So what's that again? 19 plus 6.
Yep, that'll hit. Give me damage.
Is 1d8.
So this is one that's just got chunks of flesh falling off it. This acid is melting through to its skeleton.
7.
And you just reach for it, and instead of like hitting it, your hand almost reaches into one of the wounds that are caused by the acid. You just clench your fist around its spine, and just see smoke and its eye burst. And this thing is no more. Just a smoking ball of
Sounds
rubble.
delicious.
And you just got this melted, acidic, burnt, charred spine in
What's
your
it taste
hand.
like?
Just lumps of flesh falling off of it. Anything else?
I'll take a step back.
Take a step back. You'll.
Oh.
You'll.
Okay.
No, oh no, he was there. No, yeah, you can take a step back.
Yeah.
Still with spine in your hand. Tinky Winky.
Looks at the oncoming swarm and goes, shatter! Again.
Oh god damn it. Can you just roll me damage, please?
17.
Okay. They may be able to survive it. Right, so how many? 2, 4, 6. What's your DC?
14.
1 passes, 1 fails. Oh, 2 pass. And so 2 fail. So only 2 of them die.
You aren't class with that.
No, they say Constitution save, but the other ones are just slammed up against the wall and they kind of shake themselves free and just leaking blood and this nasty, viscous green slime.
I'll transfer my hex onto the one in front of me.
Yep. And Lala.
That acts as you already taken damage, that egg next to.
That one hadn't taken damage. Or no, he'd taken 1 damage, I think.
Okay. I'm going to point at him and toll the dead.
Roger. Do some save.
Yeah.
These aren't wise at all. Yep, roll damage.
2, 12. Lift it up.
Make up that top.
No, just a hit.
Oh, 10.
It's okay, it's not trying. That much.
Hang on, no, the
How much do you-
target must succeed on a wisdom roll or take 1d8 necrotic damage.
1d12 if they've taken damage already.
Yeah,
So what did you roll on your d12?
10.
10. And just hear this doom, and the rabbit's head explodes.
Bye
And with that, do you want to move anywhere or do anything?
bye! No.
Bunny's turn. Right, so these belted up bunnies. 5,
They're mostly injured.
10. They're all very injured. Going to stampede.
The tree? No.
These ones, however, can't quite get onto it. So
7.
they.
7.
These ones are going to dash and get onto this other side here. But these 2 are going to take a bite. That's
What was your
gone.
character's name?
Gone.
Gone.
It's gone.
So these 2 rabbits
Gone is good.
and then launch at you. What's your armor class? Where are we?
16.
16. So one of them chops into your shoulder, the other one you just batter aside with your maul as it flies through the air. And it does. Unless you want to use shield, if you like. You can cast shield or you can just take the hit. Yep, cool. You take 4 damage. As it just latches into your shoulder and just tumbles off with a chunk of your flesh and the other 2 dash, so they can't take their action. It's over to Gone. You're up. And you just shake this rabbit off.
Right. Oh, are they damaged?
These ones, yeah, they're all really badly damaged.
Right. I wanted to technically kind of punch it.
Sure. with your like maul fist, like your weighted fist, or an arm strike. Yeah, go for it. 15, yep. So you just reach down, smash it into there. So unarmed strikes do 1 plus your strength, which is enough. You just feel the spine crack in half and this just rib cage give out underneath it. As this bunny rabbit.
Deliciously
gory. There's chocolate spills out from inside of it. Steel Defender wants to attack.
Side note, children.
If you like, Steel Defender can squeeze his way
Right,
up.
when I
He's
put
pretty
it up on
dexterous.
YouTube, I go, this is
And
not
get,
fit for children.
if you're flanking, you get advantage because like the rabbit's like trying to keep an eye in front or behind. So advantage gives you roll twice, take the highest.
Most rabbits that children will have seen are chocolate.
Yeah, sure.
These ones are not chocolate. They're hatred and anger.
There's 2 20 rabbits.
Yep.
How many rabbits you walked past in the supermarket recently?
Plus 40 hit, I believe.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Pet store.
12 hits. I believe your minimum damage kills it. So you see this Steel Defender grab it and shake like a terrier and snap this one in half.
Yeah, cute kitty. I want the
Good
kitty
kitty
cat.
Oops, he's not
There is actually a cat.
Yeah, you got an otter.
It's not an otter.
Badger.
Badger.
It's not even a badger.
It's a ferret. It's,
Oh my
it's like a
gosh.
badger otter.
These people
Sky.
really muscly.
So you finish casting your spell, and immediately you see these traces of green slime just start glowing and pulse with this just nasty
The mongoose.
green light. Like, oh,
Slightly
that's
better.
poisonous. You should probably not eat that.
Not
Or
easy.
get it into
Label for our
wounds.
convenience.
Okay. Alright, so guys,
Right,
leave
you've got
the
your movement.
wounds.
You've got your movement.
Alright.
Ain't got no wounds.
So do I have an action afterwards?
Yeah,
I
no, I'll say you finish using your action. So
Okay.
finish cast that, but you got your movement if you want to try to slide down.
And a weasel.
Sorry, I'm just.
I don't know.
A weasel is weasel.
Is
recognized.
my wild shape an action or a bonus action?
God damn it. What are you doing?
Is my wild shape a bonus action?
I don't know.
yeah.
See that coming
Okay.
time
Can I
now.
slide down there
I
and
think
then?
so. You tell me. Does it say it as a bonus action you can?
Oh no, that's an action. It's okay. I'll slide down.
Right, give me a athletics or acrobatics check.
I'm glad you abused yourself.
16.
16? Yep, no worries at all. So you
sliding
see
down.
behind the little girl comes sliding down behind you,
Go to save us.
just muttering something about poisonous slime. Tree.
Tree.
I'm gonna be like way back behind, so.
So then
Nah, this is where you end up sliding down.
Oh, okay.
they're all damaged, yeah?
Yeah, they're all damaged.
Tree's gonna try and attack the one in front of him.
Tree smash.
Yeah. So 1.
Yep, just one.
9 plus.
Yep, that'll hit with your modifier.
Yep.
Give me damage. Actually, your minimum damage. Splat! As this tree branch comes down on top of its head.
Delicious.
You can move a little bit if you like.
Can
Or
I
you
attack
can just,
it? Can I attack the other one or no?
nah. At 5th level, you get a second attack.
I will charge into the bridge.
Up here, or just getting in behind this last leftover one?
Put him behind the last.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
all.
Sweet. Easy. Beck. Mo, you're up.
Can I do another firebolt?
Yeah,
that
you need
getting?
you need to move a little bit, but yeah. If you,
Right, if I
if you want to
step
move
forward,
up
yeah.
here, walk around,
Yeah, just go around the side.
Tinky,
I'll stay with my
Winky,
back.
whatever your name is. Yep. Firebolt, roll it.
Firebolt.
You see carefully inching her way around and then just hands ignite in flame.
What is it? Is it range attack?
Yes.
Roll a d20. Spellcast modifier. What'd you get? A 1? Nah, you got a clear line of sight, I won't hurt anyone with it. But it goes flying over the top, it slams inside the cabin.
Fireworks!
Whee! Dixie, you're up.
Okay. I'll just walk up next to it and do a shocking grasp.
Roger. With advantage, because it's all kind of surrounded, I'll let you.
I think that was mine. So 13 plus 19.
Yep, that'll hit. Give me damage.
And
Oh,
the grasp is.
yeah, give me damage actually.
Grasp is
Oh, I didn't tell you.
6. As you latch onto it, still the spine in one hand, latch onto this other one. Eyes bursting, just left there with just this limp corpse in your hand.
nice.
Yeah.
Afraid Remy snuck in between the crates and the window, and like when I walked out, like she's like walking backwards.
Don't know what you're talking about. I'm innocent. And as you do that, just the smell of just burnt rabbit flesh in your hands. Just listen out for a second. You don't hear anything else. So out of initiative.
Just in time.
I think we need to rest now.
I'm perfectly fine. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
We're going to wait for a bit.
Well, I was gonna say, don't get any of that green slime in your icky blight areas. It's not very healthy for
Can
you.
the slime
Oh, fine. You guys can do whatever you want. Okay, guys? Do not get any of the green slime in your
You can if you want.
My tree cracks.
Right.
Or your tree cracks, yep.
I'm going to pile some rabbit corpses up to use as a pillow.
Do you need me to spit shine anything?
I sent a telepathic message to the other bunny about all the bunnies that we have killed and eaten.
Your cousins aren't very nice.
Can the rabbit communicate back to you? No. So the rabbit just sitting there drinking its tea, just like, ooh.
I feel the disturbance in the floor.
Disturbance in the force. Right, so you lot want to take a short rest in here?
Sure, that's good. You can use the dedicated.
Right, so short rest, there's like half hour to an hour. Sit down, bandage wounds, do whatever you need to do. Some classes get abilities back on short rest. I believe the archers are only long rest. Also, it's really warm.
So what do you have when you choose?
So look like I've got 3 spell slots. How do my spell slots work?
So if you cast a spell, if you cast any spell, you use 1 spell slot. When you take a long rest or an 8-hour sleep, you get the spell slots back again.
And it always repair and then I guess it's cast again.
Yeah. So yeah, you can cast any of these.
So you can have 1 or 2 spells.
Yeah, these top spells I think are the ones that you
Is
can
it
cast.
2 level 1s?
Yeah, when you wake up, you
Oh,
can
that's
change
what I'm saying, yeah.
different spells, I think.
I'm going to do
Yeah, whichever ones. You get
hit points.
Yeah, if you had 7 of these spells, plus the always prepared, then you tax the stand.
I think one of these.
If you remember what they were, just in it.
Alright,
So,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
You had
12.
identify.
Oh,
Yeah, jump.
All the 7 top of the ones that are
Yeah, actually that's right.
yeah.
Yeah, so you are the
Damn it, I don't get the hex back.
Alright, what to do?
So did you cast shield once? No, you didn't.
No.
Right, so you still got your 3 spell slots.
This one. What the hell?
Did anyone want any more salad? Otherwise, I'll start putting that back in
If they were normal beast sense, you could be out. Beast sense, you could see
the fridge.
through
Want to make friends with salad?
a bunny rabbit's eyes, essentially, if it's friendly with you. These ones, not necessarily bunnies, they're mutated, weird, nasty animals.
Rage, that's it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, barbarians.
True rage.
Barbarians hit things.
Can I pull that
They're
spine
really
out?
good at hitting things, but they hit
You
things.
said there's a spine stuck in my arm. Can I pull that out?
No, the rabbit was just like latched onto your arm. Yeah. Sure, you pull out a lump of rabbit
It's still
fang.
cold, I'll leave
It,
it
it had like wrapped its
Should be
like
fine, I think.
claws around your arm, and yeah, sorry, you could tear it out of your arm. If you had this little bunny rabbit spine,
does he have an arm still? Or is
he
he?
still has an arm.
He still has an arm.
It's just this bleeding wound. So
In this
everyone,
game.
In this game.
so yeah, except if you want, you have
Of your
4 hit dice, so 4
ability.
d8s that you can just use
Just run up my toe.
to heal yourself up a little bit if you
This
want.
chair is not
You
really
get,
a good
you,
chair.
if you like, because you took a short rest, essentially is that your just own healing vitality.
Yeah. Might as well, right?
So yeah, per long rest you can use up to 4 sort of thing. Once you've used one though, like that's it until the next day.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can use one if you want. You do take a little bit of damage.
I still don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, 1d4, right?
No, a d8.
1d8.
Yeah, okay.
Or
So how much do you heal?
Okay, healed 8, so I should have.
Okay, so yeah, you're full health. Cool. Everyone else is healed up and got whatever abilities back you can get. Everyone's good?
Back to full power. Go gadget warlock.
Yeah, warlocks. It's nice when your party lets you have short rests. Instead of like, no, we're going on.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I want a short rest. I'll be back to full strength. And I was like, no, we must continue on. I was like, oh, please. It's not
I'm
happening.
the leader.
I used 2 spells and I'm
Was
tapped.
that Hans?
No, he was a wizard. He was fine.
No, that was.
This
Oh
is
no,
Remy.
that's right. That was when.
Every time Remy uses his spells, he's like, can we have a rest? And I was like, no, we're going. Oh.
Well, wasn't the last time that Remy almost got demolished because he didn't use it was because you touched the urn?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because he got.
Anyway, so,
Yeah, he touched it. Yeah. So it was your
so
fault.
looking down, you can see the corridor continues on down into the darkness down through there. You can see a bit of light. The corridor continues on, and you see openings to the left, opening to the right, and coming down straight through. Which is straight up to that, look out of the way.
Tinky
Why
Winky
not?
go.
Oh, that's right.
Throw the light down there.
Tinky Winky.
Yep.
Tinky Winky first.
Tinky Winky!
So yep, Seth lobs the light down there, and you can see now fairly clearly this corridor kind of opening up and carrying on down. You don't see any movement at this stage.
Tinky
Just out of
Winky.
interest, what's your AC, Luke?
It's
15.
15.
15.
Cool. Yeah, put you in front.
Right, so what's everyone's marching order? So everyone,
Oh, last.
Tree next.
tree next? Sure, if you like. Barbarian's probably good to get to the front so you can bash.
Dipsy can
Who's Dipsy? That's Grant.
Green.
Green.
I'm happy to be towards the middle.
Take middle.
go. You'll be at the very end.
Because I
Kitty cat.
still a finger in front of me.
Kitty cat, so I can pat the kitty cat.
Alright, Kitty Cat is next to the Druid.
I'm friends with Kitty.
Badger.
I'll go
Badger.
next.
What's the druid's opinion of metal animals?
I don't care because I'm all death and rebirth.
But it doesn't rot.
Right, so as you start moving down the corridors, I won't
I
worry
don't know.
about
I'm just.
grabbing a fistful of everyone. As you start moving down the corridor, you can see this room to your left. As you look in, you can see a bunch of broken, open eggshells and a pile of something in the middle. Maybe some discarded clothes or
I'm going to investigate. There might be something for me to put in my bag.
so.
Did you use that many words?
As you walk in, you kind of just start kicking this pile, and it's these three bodies, half-eaten bodies, just kind of roll over and flop to the side, and everywhere else in here are just 6 large, cracked open eggs.
Investigation.
Right, give me an investigation check.
Can I do a
I'm not very good. 20.
So looking over the corpses, you're not the sharpest tool in the shed, but you can pretty quickly see most of these corpses look like they've been crushed somehow. You see like trickles of blood coming out of their mouth, and their chests are just kind of caved in. But on one of them you see a sword kind of tucked in underneath, finely crushed sword. The other one, you look at his shoes and you're like, they look fancy. They're kind of this spider webs of silk line thrown in, stitched into them with these arcane symbols. And then the third one, as you're searching through and over him, you kind of pull the shirt aside, it's just been torn. You can see this slender spike hanging from a necklace on his neck with this blue vial. So a small ampule with this delicately glowing blue in there.
Dipsy identify.
You want to cast Identify? On which one? So there's the sword, there's shoes, and there's the spike.
What colour are the shoes?
Black.
Anything green.
No.
The blue violet.
Blue vial. You want to cast Identify on one of them?
Hey, I don't know what it is.
So there's a sword and a pair of shoes.
I have a sword.
You want to check out the sword?
How much shoes?
You want to, do you want to do Identify or Arcana check?
Which one do I have?
You could do
If you can
I
cast,
have Arcana?
You don't have identify.
I
So.
don't have it.
I mean, you could take a while and cast Identify a couple of times.
No.
You can ritual
That's
cast
six
it, so
Yeah, I can do
you don't need to
Arcana.
burn a spell slot if you want. Or just Arcana check.
I can ritual it.
Yeah, you can ritual. It's just going to take a while. It'll take 10 minutes each.
Yep.
So you never know what else is coming in those 10 minutes, though.
Yeah, like I was.
I'll do ritual then.
We'll wait for Dipsy to ritual.
Right. So the spike is what's called a revival spike. And you hear this slight voice in your head. It goes, the revival spike. These are a newly designed arcane element, usually carried by battlefield medics. It's a long, slender spike with a glass ampule with revival fluid inside. As an action, you can drive the spike into an unconscious body. The creature makes a Constitution saving throw, immediately becoming conscious and healing by the amount that they rolled. So essentially, you stab it into an
So it's
unconscious
like
body
the
to the
epic
heart.
fucking
And it's one of the adrenaline.
Yes, thank you.
So whoever wants that, you can do with it what you will.
I'll take that because I'm most likely to survive.
You look to the sword. This is a rare magical item called Flame Tongue. You can say it's a magical word, which because you cast Identify, you know is Brissinger.
Mhm.
Yeah, he references it.
I get
And it bursts into flame. You're like, "Wee, Nelly!" And the tree next to you is just like, "Wee, stay there, fella." So flame tongue, if you like. It's a I think it's a longsword. Does it say what type of weapon, or just any weapon?
Just any sword.
Any sword. So it's a let's say it's a great sword.
Sure.
Nice.
So you can add a great sword. So it's a 2d6.
I'm
the
glad
damage.
you know.
Yes, 2d6. And who was looking at the shoes?
Can I look at shoes?
Give me an Arcana check.
17.
You immediately recognise these, looking over the spells and that. These are slippers of spider climbing. Essentially, it'll let you just walk up walls, ceilings, back down the other side. Do you want these?
Yes.
So as you go to slip them onto your gigantically oversized feet, you're like, oh, these won't fit for a second, and then they just stretch and fit neatly and comfortably over your feet. Everyone else is followed up behind. Right, so there's another room off to the right.
Perception.
Sure, give me a perception check.
Oh, I've been standing in this corridor whilst they've been doing stuff
Roger.
to block the way.
17.
17. Looking into this other side, you can see, and just listening out for a second, you hear this. No. You hear slight rattling, and you're pretty sure there's more eggs down there, but you can also see what looks like maybe some bodies. It's hard to tell in the darkness, but looks like there's something else in there as well as the moving eggs. These eggs in here are all cracked open, these ones are still rattling around and slightly moving.
I want to stealthily go in there.
Alright, give me a stealth check.
Yeah, no. I ain't going there.
19 plus 23.
Right, so as you guys are still looking over your equipment, you turn back and you're like, where the fuck she go? She gone. As you very, very quietly sneak on into here. And you see at your feet, there's these two dead bodies.
Investigation.
Partially gnawed on. Yep. Okay. Investigate over them.
10.
That's right. So these ones, you're not quite sure what killed them, but in amongst the blood and the guts, you find what looks. At first, you're like, this is just a stick. This is weird. And you go throw it away, and you look again. There's just dried, desiccated frog tied to the end of it. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Then you look again, you can see just very, very fine, intricate, arcane symbols drawn along the bottom of it. And then you also look at the other body, and he's got this just silver, ever so faintly glowing ring on his finger.
I'm going to try and pull the ring off.
Right, yeah. The whole finger just like tears off with it, and you're left with this finger and this frog tied
Alright,
to a
I've got a
stick.
fingernail to go on with it as
Right,
well.
you pluck the ring off. You can keep the finger if you really want.
No, not really. I'm just.
How's you down there? Just getting your head.
Where did you go?
That's terrifying.
Oh, yeah, from the yeah, that's right.
Right, so you got the some sort of stick type wand and a ring. You don't know what they are yet, unless you want to do an Arcana check or take them out to these guys to have a look-see at.
We're pretty good, huh?
Do you want to sneak your way back out?
Yeah, I was going to say that
Right,
before I do
tiptoe
anything.
your way back out, and you see the little girl coming back out from the shadows.
I'm going to just hold the ring, or like pocket the ring behind the stick.
Precious.
As you go to pocket the ring, it slips onto your finger.
Oh.
Shit.
Does anyone know what this does?
You want to do an Arcana check?
I can't tricky.
Yeah.
Go for it. That's right, go for it. The tree wants to look. The tree's like, okay.
Three rolls an 8.
The tree doesn't know. It's like, ooh, shiny ring.
I will check. Oh, check. 16.
16? Yeah, that's enough.
That's enough.
This is the ring of the ram.
Bah.
I got the
Heard
ram
this.
hand again.
You can have a read of that.
I also found this.
And you want to try identifying the stick
The
with the frog.
wand.
Pretty
The
good
one
at
frog?
remember sticks.
You do know your sticks.
I think you should get advantage on this.
16. I know my sticks.
Plus whatever.
Plus nothing.
Oh, okay.
16, somehow you're like, yeah, that's a wonder polymorph. Like looking at it, you know your sticks, you're like, oh, this is almost worn out. It's only got one charge. So this one can cast polymorph once. So you can give that to whoever you want. Oh yeah, give it to him if you want.
Do you want it?
Give it to him, he knows what it is.
There you go.
He knows the magic word.
Stick for stick.
Stick for stick. You snap off one of your sticks and exchange it. Ooh, tasty treats.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my goodness.
I shall.
Well done, Grant.
Yeah. I make these.
Delicious. So just Google D&D 5e
It's
polymorph.
a strawberry.
Essentially, you can
Shortcake?
turn
Yes.
something,
Pick up.
if it's a friendly, you can turn it into a creature, or an enemy makes a saving throw, and you can turn that into another creature. So if you want to turn a friend, if you want to turn a friend into a strong creature, you can, or turn an enemy into a weak, squishy creature. Whenever that creature then dies, they revert back to their previous
We're not
self.
going to start here, that's for sure.
Yeah, so have a search of that polymorph spell, and you can have a read of it.
24 price.
Ooh, delicious.
Oh, I'm going to be so fat. So fat.
Oh yeah. Training tomorrow. It's okay.
Try again.
I was the athletic checks.
More
My
my
favourite.
delicious food.
Oh. Delicious.
Do you want me to put these back in
You
the
did a
fridge?
really good job, Grant.
Yeah. I reckon.
That should be fine for a bit.
Alright.
There is a spoon on the floor.
So- Looking further down into the further down the corridor, you can see a very, very faint golden glow coming down from ahead.
Can I throw my gem as far down that hallway as I can?
Pick your gem down there and you can now see into that corridor. Looks completely empty, but as you work your way further down, let's read my description. So it opens up as you're kind of looking through. You can see these fine seams running along the ceiling with this golden light coming down, emitting a dim but clear light down the middle of the room. Lamb, can you take that cookbook plus the cookbook up here, please? That should be what we can see, and the moss manual as well. I can ship that out later. The spell's pretty complicated.
What token?
So you can see down the centre of the room, you can see this kind of dim but still clearly golden light coming down from these seams in the roof. Down the edges of the room, you can just see it disappears off into shadow and darkness. There's a moose. There's no moose in there. What would you all like to do?
There's a moose in there.
I'm
afraid of it as well.
Alright, looking in, as you come past it, you can see more of those eggs in there just rattling and clicking around. Give me a perception check.
Very much too.
11. From where you are, you can't see anything else other than eggs in there.
Can I also...
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yep, so you're pushing up, you push everyone up with you. Are you singing la 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 as you're coming up? Right, make an anti-stealth check. Make a performance check. You probably don't want to roll loudly. Roll well.
Spell transforms a creature.
Right, that's okay. So you're just kind of humming under your breath. As you round the corner, you see these eggs rattling.
Yeah. Can I throw a tooth?
Okay, so you can pretty much just...
Sure.
Well, no, it says here
and just
that
go...
during which you are within 10 miles of the token, you can use an action to enter a trance for 1 minute, during which you can see and hear from the token as if you were located where it is. While you are using your senses and your token's location, you are blinded and deafened.
Until it
Okay, so you want to throw your tooth into that room.
Yeah, just to see if I can hear and see anything. As though I
into there.
We can either ignore it or squish it and get rid of it.
So give me a athletics check to try to throw your tooth.
Can I just use mage hand?
Sure.
Mage hand, just point the tooth in.
So as she goes to pick out the tooth, you just like reach your hand forward and just like tear a tooth out, and it just goes floating down. Give me a perception check.
I don't know, I'm not very perceptive. 17.
17. As your tooth is floating along, You don't see anything down the centre of the room, but you do see some sort of footprints or marks coming off the side, sticking to the edge of the room. What did you roll? 17.
17.
And as it continues floating into the room, you just hear a slight rattling from above you, and you kind of nudge him, and the hand drifts you up close to the ceiling, and looking in through these golden seams, you can see piles of eggs up in amongst these.
Oh, we need to burn the place. Guys!
Melt it with fire.
Okay. I'll tell the guys.
Pass on. So yeah, so you saw some sort of prints leading along the darkness, and then what appears to be eggs in the ceiling. What would you like to do? Cuddles. Oh, he's a precious boy. Hi, Boo Boo. He's a good boy.
Do you want me to sneak forwards and see what I can see?
Go sneaky wickies.
Don't go sneaky. Train my heart.
Your mum's got a stick to it.
Alright, roll a stealth check. Show yourself where you end up.
Wait.
Yeah.
There you go.
Not as bad as I was expecting. 15.
15. So very, very quietly scouts ahead with just a slight creak and a jingle and a clash of his armour, but still very, very
We're trying to be
quietly.
stealthy, are we?
He's sneaking off to scout ahead. As soon as he steps his foot into the light underneath one of the golden seams, you see the seam just and tear open, and then just a barrage of eggs come slamming down onto his head. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh. I was hoping to be able to use shield to get out of this one.
Doesn't help, unfortunately.
Why?
Hello, Miss Freybear.
This way.
Stupid D&D armor thing crap.
Stop it. What? What are you checking out? Come on. This is tasty food, baby.
You take 15 bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
I rolled really high, I'm sorry.
Ow!
As this just bombardment of eggs slams down into the top of you and you're half buried amongst all these
It doesn't mean to
eggs.
stay in.
Hello, Freya.
Would you like help? It's okay, Missy darling, I'm coming.
She's fine. She's
You
just
good?
snuck in the bags.
And you see these seam, once it's dropped its eggs, the seam just stitches itself back up again.
That was exaggerated.
Did
I just say there was an egg avalanche.
Extremely exciting event.
He just went forward, hit the light, and got buried under a pile of eggs from the ceiling and did it.
Hi, Bone Stealth. Hope you enjoy our crazy day.
Eggs for everybody!
Easter. No,
Alright, so the eggs that fell on me, have they broken?
No. They feel just hard as a rock, and they don't seem to be moving.
How difficult is it to get myself out?
Oh, you're all the way over there.
Should be too hard. Like they've kind of tumbled off you, so they're kind of like
I can help.
wrapped around your legs and that, but you can probably get yourself up these.
I have a ring for this now.
Oh god.
No!
Yes.
Smashy, smashy, kill little girl.
give
Smashy,
me
smashy,
an
kill,
athletic,
big
give me
man.
an athletics check. This is not high. Yeah, easily. So you just kind of pull your legs up and out and like pull some of them off, battered and bruised, but yeah, uncovered from the eggs.
Oh,
What's everyone else doing?
He's not still in stealth, is he?
No. It was a very unstealthy maneuver of getting eggs dropped.
Should I roll up as well?
No. So he's pulled his legs free and pushed the eggs off to the side.
I will also.
I will follow.
Is that a
And I
side
will
branch?
stand in the middle of that net.
Nah, so that room, there's just more shadows off to the side of the room.
Okay. So I just we're
Right,
following
what's
the
everyone
path.
Investigate one of these eggs and just make sure they're not
Yep,
suspicious.
give me a investigation check, it's fine.
8. Oh, wait. No.
So
13.
13?
Yeah.
You grab one of these eggs and kind of shake it around a bit. They're like large eggs. Give it a little, no, don't lick it. Nothing seems to be moving into this one. It's still got that same mixture of just black mold and slimy texture on one side, and then kind of more colourful stripes and spots on the
Throw
other
it
bit.
on the ground and break it.
Sure, give me a athletics check.
13 and athletics is 1, so 14.
14. Cracks start to form, it doesn't quite break.
You're not strong.
You can, but you pick it up and slam it again, and it cracks open and comes tumbling out of it. This just like half-grown mutant rabbit not moving.
I scramble out of the egg pile.
Fantastic.
Oh.
I give him inspiration for his next role for terrible puns.
Oh god.
Alright, what's everyone doing?
Can I explore them?
Eggs.
Yeah, that's what
Yep.
I was like.
So as you move off to the side, give me a perception check if you like.
Yeah, because I didn't realise, I was trying to see if that was another tunnel.
13.
So you see a couple of footprints following along through the dark shadow next to you and moving up and continue along, sticking close to the side of the cabin, continuing up around the corner.
I have passed without a trace.
You do.
I do.
What you doing, Seth?
I was going to just throw my gym out again and then send my steel defender up as well.
Yep, whereabouts is your defender going?
Try and get it to here.
Cool. So as it starts walking over, take stop there. The ceiling tears open and a bombardment of eggs lands onto the steel defender.
Can I climb onto the roof before everything?
I'm sure if you really want.
I'm
So
hanging
give me
upside
a
down.
dexterity saving throw for your steel defender.
I'm going to hang upside down on the roof for a while.
6 and anything else.
Can you jump in that hole?
I'm not going to jump in an open hole. What? I just walk around and take a look at the roof.
What you roll?
That's 6.
Yeah, even with any modifiers, that's not going to be enough. He takes 9 damage as he's just bombarded and just dented in armor from these eggs.
I can help with.
So 9 damage. But I
Says
believe
he
you can
can
use
prove-
bending to do some healing when you get a chance.
Spider
And the ceiling stitches back together again.
Spider wants to take a look at the ceiling in closer inspection.
Well, I
So
think.
Spider-Po just kind of whoop, doop, 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 walks along upside down to the ceiling. Give me an investigation check.
Do I notice these footprints that Ellen saw?
16.
Yeah, she points them out. So 16, as you look, you kind of realise like, yeah, it seems this light is somehow a sensor, and whenever it picks up shadows moving through it, it just auto-response is just to open up and dump eggs down on top.
I'm
Can
going
it sense
to.
my shadow if I walk past it?
Well, you're up where it's already kind of triggered and dumped its eggs, so you see as you wave your arm underneath, it kind of shivers, but it doesn't seem to have enough energy left to trigger again.
Can
Does anyone
I?
want me to walk ahead and make it rain more eggshells?
I don't know. I was going
If
to
you want.
follow the foot.
Yep, so
Footprints
you two
around.
follow the footprints around off to the side.
Is this you? Yeah.
Yep.
Following where they're walking, since you said that's
Yep.
close.
So yeah, give me a survival check.
Survival.
Because you can see where they go out around the corner, but if you want to keep going further than that, you need to kind of try and track them. There's a little bit of dust and dirt on the floor, but it's still like kind of rocky surface, a little bit tricky.
I can use
Prestidigitation?
yes, to clean, to just brush away the dirt so we can see the footprints more clearly.
Survival.
It's the opposite of seeing the footprints. So you got to start following the
It's like
footprints,
a
and suddenly the
survival
footprints are
screen.
going and disappear off into clean stone. Like, ah, shit. You look further up, give me a survival check. Quick.
Oh
Before she-
shit.
Give me a survival
7.
quickly. You can't quite clear as you're going to trace the footprints. She's like, much cleaner, much nicer. You take a step forward to look at the footprints again, clean again, and she just keeps cleaning
I'm
away
just
the
going to be
footprints.
like behind me.
But you guys have progressed up
Wait.
around
Thank you
where that
very
corner
much
is.
for
Ella,
helping.
you shift. I need a laser pointer actually, that'd be handy. A bit further. You've gone up to around that corner there, without accident.
Do you want me
Would you
do
like to
that?
walk along the ceiling?
Thank
Is
you
that
for
what
your
you're
help.
doing?
It has been.
Poe?
Oh, sorry.
Is that what you're doing? Climbing along the ceiling?
I'm
Trying
walking along the
to forward,
ceiling,
and
yes.
just like.
Alright, whereabouts are you? Put yourself
I'll hold
where you are.
I'm gonna go past the animal thing or Bobby. Does the animal have a name?
Does the steel defender have a
Metal
name?
Man.
Spider pose.
No.
Spider does whatever.
Kitty.
Spider
Kitty.
can. Yes, she can. Yes, she can.
So as you start shifting, you know where the seams are, so you're able to kind of stand back and you get up real close up to one of these seams. What are you doing?
Can I
Finish that because
wave?
I am so full.
Do you want me to wave my hands?
If we do that, you're away from it.
I'm away from you.
Can I cast Minor Illusion and just do a little walking?
I'm just.
Yep, so as he casts Minor Illusion, as you're just standing on the edge of the seam, make a Dexterity saving throw. As a floor, well, the floor to you just tears out from underneath you.
Oh, okay.
You won't
Do
take.
I just go with the floor then?
No,
Because
you
I'm
don't.
spider
That's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing. With your
You got
Dexterity
2
saving
feet on
throw.
like the boulders just going.
That's not good.
5. So unfortunately, you try to surf with it, but you're still getting used to these slivers, and you slip it. You're not going to take as much damage as getting rubble rained on you because you land on top of said rubble.
Yeah.
But you still take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you slam down from the ceiling onto this pile of eggs. More eggs, Ellen. More rubble.
I still have my flippers on my feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I keep walking the Minor Illusion over here though.
Cascades of eggs slam down on the ground in front as the illusion goes walking.
Can we actually get through these tunnels with the rubble there now?
Well, where you guys are walking, there's nothing interfering with your progress.
Alright, do you want me to do another survival check to see?
Sure, as you get around this corner. Can you move the Dungeon Master's guide for me, please? Pass over here.
I'm not going to throw that one.
It's a little bit better. 15?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, 15, you can continue to see these footprints as you manage to stop Lala from cleaning them away, progressing down, sticking to the
So
edge,
do
staying in
I
the shadows.
figure out that staying in the shadows is good.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll tell which one are you, Lala? Lala, to just stay in the shadows.
Yeah.
Please.
And you guys progress on
Try
up
to.
to that narrow part. And everyone else can follow along behind now that the illusion has set off all of the lance traps.
So they're behind us now.
So put yourselves wherever you want to be. But yeah, you're further up. I need a pointer. Yeah.
Well, we can
Further up.
put that on your
Yeah,
list.
all out there.
Do we perceive
So,
anything?
As no, that's just darkness. You don't see anything amongst there,
Did
just
you
rubble.
rescue me from my egg prison?
I thought
Because
you
helped
scrambled out.
tear yourself, unbury yourselves of the
You can't
the
escape.
rubble.
Thank you.
You gotta give him
Yeah,
one for
that you get inspiration as well. So you can get the next time you
Sorry,
roll,
everyone.
you can use a d6. Give yourself an extra d6 on top of it.
Yeah, so put that in the notes. So your next roll.
There should be a box
Is it
for
saving?
inspiration
Yeah.
of any roll you
Oh,
want.
here we go.
Should be just a box you can tick for inspiration somewhere. Somewhere. I thought there was. I thought there was one. Anyways, next time you roll, you can add a d6 if you like. Or well,
Is it just like
yeah,
saving
you-
throws or
any-
just
any-
the
any
distance
d20
and
roll.
top way?
Right, so
Say no to dessert.
as you two round the corner, looking into the next cabin, you can see more of these golden seams running along the ceiling. And just for a split second, you see just a flicker of
Just a little
movement
bit.
rounding the corner out of the cabin. Can you move that wooden cannon's turn of foes, please? Hopefully that'll be enough. Yeah, looks good. So yeah, you just see a flicker of movement disappear around the corner as you
Is
move
it
in.
this corner?
Further around, like up to where the player's handbook is.
Up there. Okay.
You see more of those golden seams running along the top. Coming down from the sides of the wall, you see more of that just green, horrible slime and black mold. But hanging from the very centre, here I'll use an egg to mark it. Just stick an egg right in the middle of that light. Hanging from the ceiling by a fine rope, you see a corpse just gently swinging. What would you like to do?
Mage hand to swing it more.
So your hand reaches out. You'll need to move up a little bit closer. Your mage hand, 30 feet-ish.
What sort of corpse is
I'm
it?
gonna throw a dagger and just try
If you
and
want to
cut it
investigate, you
down.
need to move closer if you want to have a look.
I'm
Or you
also-
can-
I'm throwing a dagger and cutting it loose.
So as the mage hand starts to swing it, Tinky Winky comes running up to it.
Can I throw a dagger?
And yeah, so it's hanging. You're pretty tall, so its head is hanging kind of at your head height. You can throw it out, giving it an attack roll at disadvantage because it just got pushed swinging. Coming close, give me a investigation check.
Tinky winky.
9.
9, swing and miss. The dagger goes clicking off into the darkness on the other side.
15.
Can I throw a stick javelin at it?
Sure.
Stop throwing
15.
things at me.
Yeah, just keep hitting you.
No, give me an attack roll.
That's 8 plus 5. 13.
So that as you're going to investigate it, this spear comes flying over and just clank and falls off and hits to the ground, bounces off the
Can I
corpse.
spider poke over on the roof and cut the corpse down?
In a second, as you're looking at it, you walk up and you kind of look at the face and see it's just sleek, elven features with slightly pointed ears. Its long black hair is kind of just dangling down underneath it. You can see just trickles of blood coming down from its head and slowly pooling on the ground underneath it, as it is very clearly dead. But you see it is wearing just heavy suit of plate armour, this just shining brilliant silver sheen on it.
Quick, EpiPen!
It's got a sword kind of just landed to its wrist, just kind of dangling underneath it. And with that roll as well, as you're looking up, you see the rope has this just slight shimmering arcane light to it.
I'm going to get hold of the rope and pull the whole lot down.
Alright, give me a strength check.
Can I just not use strength?
Go
I'm
burn the
quite
rope.
heavy.
Yeah, but heavy also revolves around you being able to hold your own weight to drag it down.
Don't shoot fireballs at the
Oh,
rope.
Woody, do this for me. I'm not strong enough.
Sure, give me an attack roll if you want. I'll let you two roll at advantage.
19. Oh, advantage.
No, not you.
Oh.
These two. So as you throw the firebolt, it slams into the rope and just splits
Don't
the
break
firebolt in
rope.
half.
So you roll
The
up
rope
twice
doesn't
and take the
twitch, doesn't even singe.
The
You
rope
two
is
roll at
magic.
advantage.
Oh,
No, that's a D12.
oh yeah, that one. Thank goodness. That's better.
Yes.
16. So yeah, you
Plus
manage to.
whatever.
You're both quite tall, and you reach up and just unwind and just drag the bodies down, and just crashes with a smash onto the ground in front of you.
So that would have been a
As
19 for
Yeah,
with the
that's
strength
fine.
mods.
As you see this armoured figure slamming to the ground at your feet. Also, you've noticed that the golden seams in the roof haven't seemed to react to your presence. They don't seem to be twitching or doing anything. And you up on the roof, kind of waving your hand in front, as these guys are underneath. Doesn't seem to be doing anything.
But instead of like the toe, it's
Lala, what does all this do?
checks. Arcana checks.
Oh, yes.
Wanna
I'm
do some
poking
arcana?
with a stick.
What do you want to look at first?
I'm going to look at.
So you got the rope, the armour, and the weapon is just a very, very finely crafted, just nasty, vicious-looking black steel weapon.
Check more.
I'll take the other thing and you can take the third thing.
I took the third thing. What was the third thing?
I'll take
So
the rope.
are you doing identify or arcana?
So
Give me an arcana.
And for rope.
hold on. Does Ella want to check the rope, the armor, or the weapon? What do you want to look at?
The rope.
Okay.
Rope.
11.
Alright, you realise this is a rope of entanglement, but you don't see any marking or anything giving you the command word for it. I believe it needs a command word, yeah. So, you have a rope of entanglement, you know what it does, because they're relatively common snares. They can, you can read the back, it tells you what it does, but you don't know the command word to trigger it. Grant, what were you looking at?
19 for the sword.
19 for the sword. It is a sword of life stealing.
Ooh.
So when you roll a crit, you can roll the target takes an extra 10 necrotic damage, and you gain 10 temporary hit points. Or you can give that to whoever.
Can I take
What
that?
type of weapon?
Oopsie, that was worse.
Um,
This is a long sword.
Oh, I can't do sword.
Thank you.
And Beck, you're looking at the armour.
Yeah.
What did you roll?
Arcana 23.
23. This isn't magical. However, it's made of adamantine, which you know is just the best material out there for armour. So essentially, critical hits don't do anything extra against you if you're wearing this as a suit of half plate armor.
Could I please take that? Shall I wear it?
Can you? I don't think you can wear half plate.
Seth,
He can't. Seth could wear it.
Seth, would you like some armour?
I don't think.
So yeah, he can wear it. He can wear medium armor.
What was the other magical weapon? Does Ellen have a magical weapon yet?
That was a
She's
rope.
got the rope. She's a wizard.
Okay, yeah, I'm a
He's
wizard.
a wizard.
So everyone's
So,
got a magical weapon of some sort.
If you like, you can change your armor, Sky, if you want to help him out, changing it to half plate. So I think it's an extra 2 armor class. Plus crits don't do anything extra here because he's currently got
I
scale
don't know how to
armor.
use it then.
So if you look up scale compared to half plate for me, please. But yeah, you'll need to do further investigations or experimentation with the rope. Or you could cast Identify if you want.
Yep.
Okay, so what's his
Not that good.
normal armor class without the modifier?
Yes, Player's Handbook. Just there. You're about to go up there, so you can grab that one. Can you please pass me the Player's Handbook, Seth?
I should probably have on the back of the blade takes.
I believe it's a short rest.
What armor was Seth?
To transfer your pack onto it. I'll say just do this one.
I'll do that.
Nice.
Okay.
Half plate.
So you go up one more.
One more, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
One more and crits, you can tell me to bugger off because it doesn't do anything extra.
So yeah, if he rolls a d20, just go. He has light.
Ah, the egg's full.
The eggs fall! Ah, no! Eggs! Alright. So looking around into the next corner, you can see the corridor closes back down again into a much narrower.
Is there anything around the sides?
Give me a perception check. Or investigation. Perception's probably better for you though. You want it?
It's alright, banana.
That's D12.
Same result. Same result.
I'll do
so-
a perception.
so
So you and Druid Girl go wandering around. Yeah, you can hear the check. You'll just kind of like keep bumping your head on stalagmites as you walk past, and you're just like,
Not much
just
better.
low ceilings.
13.
Tights.
Stalactites, yes, mites go up, so tights go down.
I got 13.
13, you see more of this black slime around the corners of the room, but nothing else of interest.
Is the black slime avoidable, or is it just like
Yeah.
everywhere?
Yeah, it's just kind of leaking out through gaps in the, green slime and black mold. It's kind of just leaking out through cracks in the side of the cabin walls.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Also, who got the body? You can eat that egg.
I got
I got the armour. Does the body come
You
with the
dropped
armour?
the body.
You two drop the body, so you can share the egg. You have to each
A
lick
bite
it.
each.
A bite each. Alright, so
Well, I was
where are
just
you
gonna
guys
say,
going? The corridor
it's
continues
half.
to narrow as it comes around the corner. Who's going first? Where's the marching order? Stick yourselves where you are.
Oh yeah, I was up the front with Tree.
Yep, so Tree,
Yeah, sorry.
Around this one?
so Tree and Finn are scanning off ahead of you, and yeah, you can see it's getting dark again, but where you are now, you can see a little bit of golden light leaking from around the corner ahead of you. The corridor continues to your left and also continues to
Are
your
the
right further
footprints
down.
still around? Because I
Give
saw
me a-
that thingy.
Give me a survival check.
There's so much chocolate. 18.
18, yep, you can still see a couple more footprints leading down around the corner.
To the left or to the right?
Leading down. If you want to trace it forward, you can see them leading to the left.
Alright.
Stupid
And
question.
move yourself further up than if you're tracing that.
These
Yeah.
footprints. How big?
Standard human-sized footprints.
Shoes, not shoes.
Shoed.
Freaks.
Weirdos. Further down, a bit further. Yeah.
Oh, going
Yeah,
to
so
that.
yeah, you're seeing
Okay,
the
yeah.
footprints go around to the left there. Yeah.
So we're following that.
Looking
smaller
around to
chain.
your right as you're following these footprints up, and Peach, you can move yourselves if you like. To the right, you can see a darkened room that just disappears quickly into what looks like a pit. It's hard to see from where you are. You have to move further into that small room. It looks like closing
Do we
into
have
a
any
pit.
more of those glowing gems?
I can make one. I can just all.
Or does that
Yep.
cost much to make? Or
Nah, you can just do it. I'm pretty sure whatever you want.
I can make animals as well.
You want to jam, toss into that room. So as you throw it, you just wait for a second
And then you use it to see.
and hear a bit of a clatter as it hits the bottom of the pit in there, but it took a second. It sounds like a fairly deep pit, but you have to.
So we see like there's a fall off.
Yeah. So if you want to walk in closer instead, if you want.
Okay, I will.
Moose.
Agile in.
You want stealth? Is that what you're saying?
I don't want to fall into the pit. Is more like what I'm trying to say.
All right. give me a stealth check as you're going nice and slow and carefully.
Hey, little girl, where are you going?
23.
23, easily and quietly you slip ahead and stand on the side of the pit. And you can see it's a fairly deep pit, but now you can see down to the bottom. It's about 25 feet down. And you can just see in there, you can see piles of these just shattered, beautifully coloured striped eggs.
Nothing else really.
Yeah, it's still far further down. Make a perception check.
You can do it onto 5.
I cast my mending cantrip on my
Yep.
finger.
Yep. Some healing,
Oh, that's
2d6 I
cool.
believe.
Yeah.
I think they also heal by themselves, so you probably
Yeah, so it can heal itself as well.
so he probably heal up to full health.
22. For the
How much hit
perception.
points does he have total?
15.
Yeah. Yep. So lucky I didn't roll high when you took that hit.
Are we alright to take a short rest at this point?
Yeah, if you like.
I will do that.
And if we like, we can take a real life short
You
rest
keep
before everyone
walking.
needs to go to the dunny.
This comes out.
Is that? Or yes.
This is quiet time.
Right, real life short rest for a second to stock up and stretch legs and that before we get into this last
Repair as well.
Sorry?
The repairs are what good once now.
Okay, sounds good. Hello, darlings. I'm Moose.
Yeah, it's you, Moon, barking a lot. No.
Wolf, he says. Hi, puppies.
Frey is seeing this just like, no.
Hi, darling. Look at those ears. Where's my cup?
Yes, you're being good.
It's here. It's
Aha!
right.
Yes, nice.
I recommend the chocolate hot cross buns.
But make
Oh,
sure
God,
the
if I need
colour
anything
is
now,
spread
let me
evenly.
see.
It's a make or break
Just
deal.
one more whack for 30 minutes. Whack for
I couldn't even eat the little dessert.
Another bite.
one whack for
I will save some. I'll keep some. We've got our own Nutella.
Up right.
There's a
Where's the back door?
no.
I've got everything in a bucket.
But I ate too much lunch.
That was delicious.
Hi, puppy. What
Hello,
time is it?
puppies.
Is it their dinner time that one?
Close to.
Daylight saving.
That's beautiful.
I know.
Emma woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, but it was actually
Oh,
7,
actually, no. What?
but really it was 6.
Yeah, what time is it actually? Oh no, it's not their dinner time yet.
It would be
So
great
what
if
is
it was
it?
at the normal time, but she
What is
woke
the
up at 7.
actual
But she woke up at 6.
6.
6 o'clock.
Okay.
Near on 6. Right, everyone good to go?
Hey, Mom.
Oh.
Hey, Mom.
I think I might
Sky, you rolled a 22 perception check.
Yeah.
Right, so as you're looking down, you can just see faintly in the light. You can see something else, some scatterings of bone and cloth and something else below the layer of broken eggs.
I'm sure I'd have
Broken colourful
some,
eggs.
like a torch that I can light. Can I like?
There's already light down there from his glowing stone. But from here, you're still quite a long way up. You need to go down there to
I kind of don't want to explore by
Investigate
myself
more.
in there.
I'll go.
Tree,
You got
come?
tree.
You want tree?
Tree will follow.
Is it a vertical?
Yeah, it's pretty steep. Like there's handholds. You'd probably be able to climb down there if you're
No,
careful.
hang on a
I
second.
believe you've got a rope.
I will cast jump on myself,
Done.
And I shall jump down there to
Give me an
investigate.
athletics check with advantage. Athletics or acrobatics check
Acrobatics. No, athletics. Sorry, it's covered up.
at advantage.
No. Is that right?
I choose between 5 falling creatures.
Creatures
Okay.
must
Four.
So
Four.
first one's 17.
Yeah, there's 4 classes, just cast and jump.
17.
17. So you cast jump on yourself and then just do that doing 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 doing. Bounce from one side of the pit to the other, hopping away.
Where are they going down the pit on the map?
Down in there.
Oh.
Into there.
I will use my rope slash vine to try and lower myself
Throw
down.
it up.
I'm just.
Give me an athletics check.
It's,
What's your roll?
2 plus
2 plus. Yeah, it's not going too well for you. So, as Finn delicately hops away down and lands kind of, you know, if anyone's jumped into a silo of wheat or anything else, kind of sucked down to her knees in these just shattered, don't climb into silos of wheat, you can die. Don't do that. But if you had, she sinks down to her knees in like the ball pit essentially. And then you kind of tie your rope off, you're like, okay, pretty nice and careful. Realise that you didn't tie the rope off and go, whoa! And slam down. When Sky comes back, I'll get her to make a dexterity saving throw. And you're going to take. You take 11 damage, and you fall flat on your back, and you feel these just shards of broken eggs stab into your spine and your back and tear a chunk out of the side of your neck. Like, oh!
Does he have a spine?
Yeah, it's a woody spine though.
I'm going to cast Featherfall on us 4 and also, I can't cast on both.
Gone.
Gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can cast that.
Yep.
Do I have to roll anything?
Nope. So if you guys want to jump into the pit, you can. Sky, Finn needs to make a dexterity saving throw. As you've delicately hopped down and landed up to your waist, your thighs and the eggs, and then this large tree creature is going come falling from above you. Yeah, dex save.
I jump spine first with no...
Well, you don't even need, you can just walk outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna spider.
You can spider go down the side, you're fine.
Where do you walk down there?
9?
9.
Hey, don't look.
I thought that was a 1 for a second.
You take 2 bludgeoning damage as you try to dive out of the way, but you cop an arm across the side of the head as it slams into you. Just for 2 damage.
Oh, good.
Alright, is everyone else jumping down there?
So am I lying down?
Yeah, but you can stand your way back up again. Everyone else, are you jumping down as well? You don't have to if you don't want. You can start at the top.
I'll put my stupid finger
Look at the sky out there.
here.
Yep.
Then I'll jump down.
Cool. Right, so everyone is now down the bottom of the pit, correct?
Bryce, look at the sky out there.
No, Sky's in here.
It's good, but I'm also out there too.
Oh, that's colourful. Look at that. That's nice.
Very
Clouds,
striking.
man.
Shades of grey.
Yeah, very great. Very great situation.
I really want to see what you see. This is so
Bleak, depressing.
Did you just get a 20?
Trying.
Just stand up
So
and
it's like, you know,
casually
the
stand up and
sepia
like, yes,
filter
that's fine.
that like bleaches all the colour?
Yeah.
It's literally what he sees.
Do my night glasses. You don't see blue at all. It just disappears.
But it's like that with red. So you're all down the bottom of this pit,
So
kind of
like
up to your knees, up to your
like
thighs,
really
in these shattered, colourful eggs.
boring colourful eggs.
But they're all broken open. If you like, everyone can make investigation checks to have a look around.
Yes. I'd like to dip a talon in one of the eggs and just lick it.
Oh, I just
17.
told
Yeah.
20 for my investigation.
21.
17.
investigation.
17? Right, well, that's the first 2. So reaching down and you kind of dig your way through underneath all these eggs and you get to the next layer, which is just gnawed upon bones, just stripped of meat, and random cloth and old pouches and just rotted leather and bits of armour. But you come across one pouch and reaching, ooh, what's this? You pull out a potion, some sort of glowing potion. Does it say what colour it is? So as you kind of take the stopper out and just look at it, it's blue glowing liquid with a slight bit of smoke drifting out from the top of it. Just drink it.
Drink it.
Drink it.
Drink it.
Drink it.
Do it.
And you come across another bottle. It's not glowing or anything, but sloshing it around, it looks like just smooth, slightly viscous oil.
Drink it.
Also drink it.
But it's, still coppered,
Rub it all over yourself.
clogged up with all this
In a sexy
nice gold.
There
3 bottle of oil.
No, cool. Perception check.
No.
Arcana check.
I can't check. Oh, I have no
What'd
Number
you,
1.
It looks delicious.
what did we find?
delicious. Pop, look, and you just down it like, that was tasty.
Without knowing.
And you just feel just vitalized. You're like, whoa, feel strong. And suddenly like your bark just seems to grow thicker and denser. So you gain 10 temporary hit points. And for the next hour, whenever you make attack rolls or ability checks, I believe it's both. No, attack rolls. You're under the effects of the blessed spell. She's definitely attack rolls. Lamb, can you look up what blessed does?
Yeah.
I think it's just attack rolls and saving throws. Actually, no, it is. Yeah, so attack rolls and saving throws, not ability checks. You get an extra D4. So when you roll an attack roll, you can roll an extra D4.
Can you reach it or else just pass it over?
That's fine. I remember what it is. It's attack rolls and saving throws. Not ability checks.
I take the stopper out of the oil and stick my tongue in.
Right, roll another investigation check with advantage because you've tasted it.
No, you get Dipsy's antenna and stick it in.
15.
Yeah,
It is oil of slipperiness. Ooh, actually, no, I do recognise this.
Lubrication! Lubrication!
Put it on the
Put on the
Shoes too. She's scratching all because I put the bark box back and used the bathroom too much. At nothing.
Leave the blinds shut, at least you won't see people.
No, she's just stressing out because the box is out there.
Darling. She's scared.
Oh, look at that cow.
Good girl. You're alright, monster girl.
Yeah, it's mainly because of the bark box now.
You want to put it back into the bedroom? I'll help. Give it a second, we'll deal with it. I'll help.
Yeah.
Poor Freya bear.
It's just as soon as the box goes out, she doesn't like it.
Come here, beautiful.
You're part of the
Right.
plastic.
Oh, Moose is a good boy.
Because the box is on a person, it's on a higher level.
It gives me the freedom.
I don't know. Come here, you're alright. You're alright, beautiful bear.
Wait.
Can't be grappled.
Slowly.
Oh, okay.
Slowly. Come on. Nice easy. No, I know you got dinner time. She wants dinner. This way, beautiful.
Oh, you're unaffected by difficult terrain. The target will be paralysed or restrained.
So now you can play with the bondage rope as well. Have a bondage rope and loo.
Oh god.
Alright, so
It's going to be a creative time.
you're happy that you've searched all the way through the bottom. You just come out with chunks of shattered bone and old rusted.
And I'm lubed up.
You've
With bondage
lubed up.
rope. With
Yeah.
bondage
Lubed
rope
up.
as well.
Totally lubed up.
Where are you going to tie them to the rope?
So he can't be grappled now, can he? Is that remember I gave you?
And ignores difficult terrain.
Yep.
Spells and can't be paralysed or restrained.
Yep, cool, sweet. Alright,
So now we climb out.
climb out. So
I jumped out.
Spider pose.
Poe easily just walks up the edge, roll acrobatics or athletics with advantage. Everyone else, how are you getting out of the
Use
pit?
on my rope.
Your rope? You're like, oh, climb your rope! I didn't tie it off.
Oh, yeah.
Or it came loose, should I say.
I will climb.
You'll climb? Alright, give me
I'll get
athletics.
my mage hands and just grab the rope, drag it up to the top, and then spike and tie it off.
Yep.
Well, I was going to say,
That works.
it says that my distance is tripled until the spell ends, which is 1 minute.
Yeah, so it's still going to help you to jump
Well,
up.
can I
I
walk
still
up
need to
with
do
the
this.
rope? I got 4
Yeah, sure. So
I'll
you
walk
walk
the
up, tie the rope off. So everyone athletics check with advantage.
Was my dexterity to jump
And
up?
the DC will be lower because you got a rope. Whichever one you want. Whichever one's better. Athletics or acrobatics.
Oh,
So you roll twice.
nat 20.
So yeah, as Poe you go walking up the side ready to tie the rope, you see this hopping little girl just tumble off the other side, and she's waiting up there to meet you up there.
Boing, boing,
Right, so
boing.
what do you get?
18.
Easy
Put it on.
athletics check at advantage. So roll twice, take the highest. Roll again.
I've got a 7 and 8.
A 7 and 8, so what's your athletics plus?
Athletics plus 4. So 12.
12? Yeah, just enough. You managed to get up there, you kind of slipped for a second, you managed to get your feet held on the edge, but get up there, you'll find athletics.
13.
13, yep, easy.
16.
16 and 15. Easy, so the rest of you kind of clamber your way up the rope and you're back to the top. You can eat those eggs if you want, or chuck them back in. Right, so peeking around the corner into the next room, you see a brighter golden glow coming from within. As you kind of get a better look and move your head around, you can see a large glowing stone covered in intricately carved ruins. You can move these ones out of the way. Can you grab that bowler's guy?
I think you should lick it.
Here we go, Ellen. Can you see that?
Stone.
See if it changes colour. Can you see?
It's going more red.
Red Smith.
Because I can see it through here.
Oh yeah, I can see it hit the bottom, I think. No, maybe.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, I see it goes from grey to grey.
Grey, it's a dark grey.
Light grey.
It is changing colour.
No, it's going darker.
I think it's
Yeah.
still delicious.
Yeah.
So as you look
It's
inside,
because it's
you
got
can see
that
that
extra
just
apple
glowing,
and everything.
large glowing stone covered in intricate ruins, set atop a 6 foot tall pillar. Looks like a sheared off stalagmite.
Yeah.
Light.
Tight, tangle and tight.
Yeah.
Might read
Listening out, you hear just these strange, discordant whisperings and mutterings and chirping sounds coming from within. As you get a closer look, you can see this large serpentine form wrapping its way around the base of the stone.
Can I do an insight check?
Around the edge of the room, you see more patches of that black mold and green slime.
Is there a check that insight?
What are you trying to check for?
I don't know if there's.
I'd
What
like
it
to
is.
hex the snake.
Give me a religion check.
I'm very religious. I'm like a
Wanna
plus
hex
6
the snake?
religious.
Okie dokie.
On its dexterity.
Roger. Always a good bet
Oh,
before the combat starts.
10.
These a snake connected to each other.
We're not playing the centipede.
There's a human centipede.
10. Not
Yeah.
sure what it is. Some sort of giant snake type creature, but it
Human
doesn't look
centipede.
natural.
Okay,
And everyone roll initiative.
oh
Put the
shit,
hex
I was
onto
gonna
it.
say before initiative, can
It
I?
got hex on it.
Can
So
I?
as you see this large tinky winged Teletubby just reaches its hand out, and the shadows from the ceiling seem to drift down, just wrap around this snake creature's head, and just lifts its head up, hisses, and its mouth doesn't move, but in your head you just hear intruders. So everyone roll initiative.
Oh, for God's sake.
What'd you get?
I managed to get the D20 to land in a crack, so it didn't have a number on it.
Oh my goodness gracious, you better not be in the window again.
How much is that dog in the window?
Too much goddamn
No
expensive.
one with the wagon
The vicious.
So the thing is, Moose
Right,
is
so-
small.
Yeah,
I got a nat 20.
25 down to 20, so
27.
First.
22.
Oh, I got 20.
So who got 22? Right. Ellen. 20 down to 15.
17.
18.
18. Seth.
You got 2.
Oh no!
No.
Can you lock her in a cage?
No.
She's doing okay.
Sorry.
What do we get down to? 15 and less? 13. And back.
Came in with a solid 2.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's what
Perfect.
happens sometimes.
Alright, Sky, you're up first.
This Pathfinder had plus 15 initiative.
Hans had plus 13.
I got a
He
plus
always
7
went
for me
first.
while plus 7.
Yeah, you're going first.
The
Yeah.
number of times I didn't was quite high.
So the snake is the thing that we're going for?
Oh, wait, 1 second, sorry. Yeah, disadvantage.
Do I know if it relies on sight or sound?
With that check, you could tell.
Couldn't?
No.
Sorry. Alright, well, I will just cast my. Stop doing that. Green Flame Blade.
Yep.
To get that at the ready. And I've got my scimitar out. Can I do that? Yeah. Alright.
Oh,
So I'm going to start doing the 200 fighting.
Send it.
Alright. Can I do an attack?
Yeah, attack.
Alright.
Well,
I
you can,
will-
where are you? You can try to run up.
Quite
Yeah.
a way away from it.
Yeah, you probably can't quite get there.
Is a cantrip a spell?
Sort of. It's a cantrip. You can only cast one spell per turn.
Yeah.
But you can cast a spell and a
That's
cantrip.
alright.
Okay.
I will hold my action.
Okay, so it comes in range.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And hit.
Right. Grant.
Do that one and that one.
Okay, so first I'll do a bonus action, do my other play song.
Yep.
I'll use that's an ability, and then I'll cast a Raven Feeblements on the snake.
Roger, is that a Constitution saving throw?
No, it's just
Oh, no, it's
that
right.
it hits, and
Yep.
then you do a Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn.
Okay, remind me when I get to that. Please.
And that's
Would I still have jump?
What is it? An 8. So you go to fire it, and it kind of ducks its way down and slides out of the way. You
No.
jump.
No, it's only
Minute?
1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that investigation
No,
is
yeah, yeah. It's all good.
I'll start walking closer to it.
right.
I was thinking it was 10 minutes.
30 feet.
He's a great
The
guy.
green guy. Yeah, you can probably get just in front of Sky, probably because it's kind of hard to move around amongst everyone.
I'm tiny though. He could just walk over the top of me at the moment.
Lala, Ellen, you're up.
Which bolt is it?
I'm going to cast Witch Bolt.
30 feet. You'll need to move up first to get in front of Grant.
Oh, right.
Move your way up.
Which one?
Blue. Yeah. Cool. So Witch Bolt.
Witch Bolt.
I believe attack roll.
On a hit.
So it's a ranged spell attack. So roll a d20 and add 6.
Concentration yard.
16.
16 doesn't hit. It's close, but this thing, like, you swear you hit it and just like darts its way out. It's moving really, really fast. Do you maintain and can make? No, that's just
No.
one. And yeah, and then once it's hit, then it locks on. Yeah. That's Luke, Tree, Woody, you're up.
Can I use my stick of Playmore on it?
Yes, I believe you can.
Probably
So-
walk into a bug.
Needs to make a saving throw. What type of saving throw? I can't remember.
Oh,
Was
hang
it?
on. Oh,
Wisdom
wait.
saving
Roll
throw?
the dice here.
No, no, no.
I think
Yeah.
it might be calm.
It doesn't matter.
I've got it still up
it
here.
might matter actually.
It was, hold up. Come on.
Does it say the DC on there?
Who is it?
The wisdom saving throw.
DC 15. It rolled an 8. Its wisdom saving throw is a +7, so it just makes it. Unfortunately.
Scratch that! That was the difference!
No. Unfortunately, very, very, very close. It would have been awesome. Doesn't quite work. So as you cast, you pull out the wand. You're like, yes. Cast it, and it hits it like this beam of energy comes out. It hits it, and just kind of shakes its head, and the wand just crumbles to dust in your hand. I'm sorry. It's so very, very close. It's just got a really high wisdom saving throw. I'm sorry. That would have been cool. What were you going to change it into?
A little fluffy resin.
Oh, would have been fantastic, but no, sorry. Good thinking though. You can rage and run forward if you like.
Or rage and run forward.
If you like. No, you don't have to, but you can.
I'll do that.
I mean, that seems like what a tree would do.
Tree smash
How far forward?
now.
Yeah, about up to there is good.
Saving throws.
Steph, you're up.
Right. I shoot with my crossbow from there, or will I have to move forward a little bit?
Probably a little bit. It does have half cover because it's kind of behind the ruin stone. But
Yeah.
yeah, you can take a crack.
So my head.
Yeah, about this good.
Sweet.
Yep, take a shot.
5. 9.
9.
9.
Only 9. Oh, 5. Nah. So as you take the shot, tink clips off of the top of the runestone. You see a tiniest little chip of stone come off of the rock, and you see the actual snake kind of just flinch and react, but it misses. Bonus action. Anything for the bonus? You can tell your dude to start charging if you like,
I'll just trigger
or not.
and throw you from there.
Yep. Cool. Sounds good. So currently it's trying to defend you. That could be your command, defend me. Because Lamb gave it disadvantage on its dexterity checks, Lamb's up next.
Ha! I will move forwards. I can't reach to hit it with my sword, so I'll just sort of swing my sword at it, and a bot of magic will come out and attack it instead.
Eldritch Blast.
Of course. It's a. Oh, sorry, I meant to Hexblade's Curse it as well. That's my bonus action.
I'll allow it.
So that's a 18 plus.
Yep, that'll hit. Give me damage.
Oh, it says here.
D10 plus D6. Adding extra 2 for your Hexblade's Curse. 10, 14, 16.
Plus 6, 20.
First hit, first blood.
Ah.
As in, what colour is your beam? What colour are you? Purple. Purple blast of energy comes out and slams into its tail.
Comes out like a triangle.
Is it from your head?
No, from my sword.
Oh, okay.
I sort of
With that, this giant snake creature will hiss and rears up over the top of the rock. You see these wings coming out from its back and it darts down over the top of the rock. And because you just hit it, it's going to try to get you.
It's a naga?
Nope.
It's one of those flying snake things.
Might be quite surprising.
That's yeah.
So it's 22 to hit. I imagine that hits.
Shield!
Does that take it up to? Yep, that would work. Right. And then it's going to dart back around behind. Actually, just move it and kind of place itself in front of the stone.
I'm out of spell time, guys.
Yeah, taking shield as a walk is risky. And that is its turn. Next up, we have, last in the order, Beck.
Yeah.
Poe.
Would like to walk up this tower. Can I stand probably?
Walk up the ceiling if you want.
Oh, I can do that. Yes, I can. Poe will go spider Poe
Yep.
on the ceiling, and so I'm going to be standing probably directly above
Yep, you can stand
Dipsy.
directly above. Yep,
I
Dipsy.
will- yeah, and I'm going to cast blindness. Would that be 30?
Yeah, that'll get you close enough, yep, if you're standing up there.
Okay, so I cast blindness.
Constitution save.
Constitution save, please.
DC 14.
14.
It rolled a 11.
Yay!
I'm rolling really badly for its saving throws,
It's
that's fine.
It's blind, everyone.
Good.
Attack him.
I will do the deafness now.
Disadvantage. Attacks and advantage to hit it.
Is that right?
Give me a second.
Oh, but there's his blind side. It's snake.
Depends what sort of snake it is. And it's actually a snake, given it's got wings.
Ah,
So what's the
a
snake?
winged
with
snake. It could be a flying snake.
A winged snake.
I think flying snakes just
Flying snake. I don't know, what's it? Isn't it?
Quite surprising on the snake.
What are you trying to look up?
1 second.
He's trying to see if he can out blind.
Okay,
blind.
no, it's all good. Yep, all good.
He's blind, everyone.
Right, so you see just blood start leaking down from around its eyes, and it's just shaking its head, looking around angrily. Back to the top of the order, Sky.
Well,
Is that a concentration check?
yes,
Spell.
yes.
Could you chuck that on? Which one are you?
I'm the red one. But I'm
Is it
on top
really a
of
concentration
Yeah.
spell?
Yeah. concentration up to 1 hour.
Whoops. Could you just chuck that
Yes.
on her head and move her
Mine
up?
doesn't have
Oh, that's a different one. Sorry, it's a different one.
No, it isn't.
1 minute. Blind for a minute.
Line for a minute, and you make saving throws at the end of each of these turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Sorry, isn't it orange on there or no?
Sorry?
Orange stays on
Nah, put the orange on the snake, please.
Sorry, I was reading that.
Okay, well then,
Stacking up the debuffs.
mine,
What you do this guy?
I am going to put on my symbiotic entity, so I'm just going to go, ha! And
So
green
she
little
starts to fire
spores.
mushrooms.
So you see this cute little girl just this cloud of spores come off and this mushroom just
So that takes an
pretty
action.
sure her claws grow and she becomes slightly animalistic.
No, not that, no.
That one? Alright, let's fight spores.
It just, makes
Right,
7 more
what are you
damage. So that was one action, and I'm just gonna creep up slowly behind him so I can ready my actions. Later.
You're not a rogue, so you can't do a stealth check, but yeah, you can.
No,
you
well, I
can
was
start
just gonna
moving up
say
closer.
behind them.
Yep.
And then for my next turn, I'll run in for the attack.
Yep, no worries. I believe you still have your booming blade active.
Oh yeah. That,
Charge it up.
yeah, that's
right.
10 minutes. So I'm just getting my
Yeah,
buffs.
make sure you know you're
So
prepped.
casting a spell against, is that an attack roll?
Some spells, yes, if you need to roll an attack.
So I'm doing a ray of favorable
If it's a raid, then yeah, it'll be an advantage.
Array of what? Array of what?
So 18 plus 6.
That'll hit.
Excellent.
What's it do?
What's it called again?
So make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends.
Roger.
It's also a concentration.
Enfeeblement.
Yep, that's concentration.
Enfeeblement, right? Feeble, if the word feeble's right in the middle there.
Enfeeblement. I'm gonna make sure I'm going to put that over Grant's head, which one Grant is.
And
Green.
end of each turn do a constitution save.
He's gonna do a lot of
What's that? And Constitution at the end of his turn. Yeah,
He's got a lot of things.
cool. Yeah, cool. Right, that's Grant's. Ellen, your turn.
I'm going to cast Reduce.
What time saving throw is that? I think he's fine on this one at least. You're just stacking up things on this dude, aren't you?
So it's on the other side.
Sorry. It's a con save.
Right, you got a 19.
Oh.
I think he avoids that one. Doesn't have any disadvantages imposed by your lot on that.
Okay.
Also, remember that you get a plus d4 for your attacks.
And the inspiration.
And the
yeah.
inspiration
We
bonus.
still gotta roll that whenever.
Alright, Luke, speaking your
So
turn. Your
can I
turn.
run in and beat it up?
You can run in and bash.
Tree
So,
smash.
1, you have advantage because he's blind.
Mm-hmm.
2, you get to add a d4 to your roll.
The little triangle. The little triangle. Yep.
And you
Oh.
also have inspiration if you really, really want.
I had guidance.
Oh. Hey, till
It's on its
The
point.
top ones.
That's
So
top
it's
one.
what's he got?
1.
1.
What's your highest d20 you got?
11.
11 plus 1, can I use the inspiration?
Yeah, if you want.
Yep, so
Yep,
roll
it's
a
plus your
D6.
attack modifier, so it's currently up to 12 plus whatever your attack
Okay,
is.
what were you attacking with?
Plus 5, even one more.
So 16, 17.
You're up to 17, so if you want to use your d6 as well, go for it.
Does it can't hit?
Roll your d6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god.
5.
Oh.
5. With that one, you think you're about to miss him with its blinded vision, kind of starts flinching out of the way, and then just like, no, I can do this. Boom! Power of the pun jams the maul into the side of his head.
So you can't use the inspiration
No,
anymore.
inspiration is now used.
Mm-hmm. And so
So give me some damage.
with the more, 2d6 plus 3
I
bludgeoning.
believe this is a non-magical weapon, isn't it?
What's the potion for
So that gave you a plus d4.
Okay, that's fine.
That's still an effect.
Keep that.
For the
So
next
whenever
hour,
you're
that's an
rolling,
effect.
Whenever,
Yeah,
is
you
it whenever you roll?
Yeah, whenever you roll. So yeah, so just your damage dice. So 2d6 or whatever it was for your damage.
2d6.
If that's what your damage
I
was.
don't the square yet. Is that what the maul is?
2d6
Yeah.
plus 3.
There you go. And you're raging, so you add an extra 2 on top of that.
So 10
Nice.
plus 4.
No, that's just 2 hits.
So 10 plus
10 plus 3.
plus
So 13 and plus another 2 for your ragings, 15.
Yep.
So slam it into there, but it doesn't quite seem to do as much damage as you expect because it's non-magical weapon, but you still do damage it. Okay. Cool. So you slam it home, just makes good contact with it. And Seth, you're up.
Can I run up to the gym and try and work out what it is?
Sure, give me an Arcana or an investigation check.
Smashy, smashy.
Smash the rock.
Engagement's better.
So
What's that?
Yeah, 16.
16. So So coming up, you have a quick glance, like the middle of the battle, but you have a quick glance. You can ascertain this gem or this stone, this rune stone, is some sort of blocking effect. So it's essentially blocking the power that is emanating from within this burrow. You feel that if you shatter it, the spell that's contained within is going to dissipate very rapidly if you manage to break it.
Trying to hit with my warning star.
Took too much of your time to have a check, but if you want, you can get your steel defender to come and attack it if you like.
Yeah, I'll just bring him up in.
Comes up, takes a slash at it, attack.
So full.
Dead.
Easter's once a year, don't worry.
So is Christmas.
3.
So is every other.
3 plus stuff. So yeah, the steel defender comes up and just rakes its claws down it, and they just kind of skitter off the hard surface, not quite able to make contact with it. Lamb, you're up.
I'm going to throw my shield to one side, grab my longsword in both hands, and attack.
Do it, at advantage. Natural 20, I believe.
Yep.
That means you're also healing as well, doing a whole buttload of damage. 2d10 plus 2d6s.
Alright.
Yeah, that's just not settling.
10, 15,
I think they think it's dinner time.
9,
So we went back to
20
now.
plus
didn't we?
your sword. I believe it's an extra 10, so 33.
Yeah, so it's past and so.
That's just extra 10. So I believe you're up to 33 if I count correctly. Or is it an extra d10?
It's just 10.
Yes, sorry, 10.
So 34 damage.
Yeah, 34 damage.
Why is the
So, Lamb runs up, throwing his tall shield to the side, and just jams this vicious black steel weapon into the side of this creature, doing a whole buttload of damage. Cool. It's still up and kicking though, and it is now its turn. So feeling that blade cut into its side, it's going to try to take. It's going to try to take a bite at you. At disadvantage because it's blind.
But I threw my shield away, so.
5. What's 5 plus 8? You're only 13. Doesn't hit. No, so it tries to take a bite onto you, but you manage to dodge out of the way. The end of its turn, it's going to make a Constitution saving throw. Rolled a 3. Its saving throws are not going well. So it tries to shake off the blindness, and the blood just keeps leaking out of its eyes. Beck, Poe, you're up.
Can I cast Hex Magic? Is that what it's called? Yeah. And then what do I do for that?
Is that just Hex?
It's just Hex.
Okay, yep, so you put Hex onto it.
Yep.
Were you holding concentration on anything
No.
already? No. Cool.
No,
Yeah,
no, the blindness wasn't.
Right.
Blind wasn't.
No.
Wasn't.
It's not.
That's a minute
It was
of
just,
my
yeah, see?
Yeah, so it has Hex. 2
Hex.
lots of Hex onto it.
concentration?
Yeah.
Hex is concentration, yes.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean, sorry.
It says choose ability, disadvantage.
So it's already got disadvantage on Dexterity because of his Hex.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wisdom?
Constitution.
Yeah, both our spells on our constitution.
That's saving throws, not ability checks.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise it'd be a super,
Wisdom.
super powerful spell.
Oh.
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Roger.
Because that will help with your whole of your dead.
No. Saving is not saving throws.
Oh, can I
It's
still
just
do a
ability
cantrip?
checks, otherwise it'd be a crazy powerful spell.
Can I still do a cantrip?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry.
Can I while I'm at it just
Firebolt?
yeah, I'm gonna firebolt in one.
Do it. Send it. At advantage because you're blind. Is it alright, Booby?
10 or 10 what do I add? Am I adding?
10, I doubt that's going to be enough.
No, 6.
16.
No, shot goes wide, unfortunately.
Oh, you stupid.
Back up, stop. Sky, you're up.
Okay, I am going to run in. I've got my flaming sword, scimitar, and my normal scimitar, so I'm going to hit with the normal scimitar on my normal hand.
Yep, take a swing. At advantage.
At advantage.
What does that mean?
So that's
Because
15.
you break concentration on one, you do concentration on the other.
So what? How
So
do
you
you
got
do
a
it?
concentration.
22.
That'll hit. Give
Okay.
me some damage.
So I do 1d6 plus 2. So that's 6 plus 1d6 of necrotic. Can you just roll me a d6?
Luke can do it. That's another 5, nice.
Yeah.
You hexed it as well.
No. This is my high level spores.
Oh, okay.
It's my melee weapon thingy, and then I try and hit it with my green flame blade. So that just takes a normal hit, and then that doesn't do any modifiers. Is how the secondary weapon works.
Oh,
Weapon fire.
Yeah, take swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, take swing if that's what you're using your green flame blade on.
Yeah.
Yep, do it.
So you
Attack.
don't add your ability modifier to the damage.
Yeah, just attack.
Is it an advantage again?
Yeah, still 1.
Oh, that's 19 for my
Plus
first
stuff?
one.
Plus stuff?
No, that's all together.
That doesn't hit.
And
Second.
the other one's that one.
So you take swing and manage to duck out of the way.
19 doesn't hit it.
19 don't hit.
Oh.
Really?
Whoa.
It's a single monster fighting 8 people. It was going to be hard.
Grant, you're up. Except you've stacked so many goddamn debuffs on it.
It's fighting a wizards.
Yeah, it's fighting a whole bunch of magic
It's
users.
up to the bear's head. And I'll
The snake's head.
the human centipede, the bear's head.
The bear snake.
And I'll do Burning Hands at level 2.
Oh yeah, I have to be close to
So
it.
I do a Dexterity saving throw.
I don't know.
And I might be able to hit the egg thing.
Yeah, you will.
Are we trying to kill the egg or the actual thing?
Friday.
Trying to kill the egg.
Blind.
Yeah, our mission was to smash the weird stone.
The room.
So why are we attacking the stupid snake when we can just attack the snake?
Dexterity saving throw, you say?
That's in front of the stone.
No.
I'm an idiot.
You got 18, so it passes, so half damage.
You
Roll
are
that
a
for me,
bunch of
please.
wizards. I'm a retard.
4d6.
I was free.
Roll damage.
I mean, it's the
Oh,
sword
sorry,
of the Cinnamon, for goodness sake.
Okay, so 4, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Someone's
12,
talking.
17, half of 17.
17, what's half of 17? 8.
Hello. How's the family going? We are handling a snake at the moment.
A giant
No
flying
one's
snake.
dead. We're good.
Yet.
Oh, we've had a good
So
Easter.
he reaches his hands out with his thumbs together, fingers out, and just wave of fire washes over the snake. Manages to duck it out of the way of most of it, but you still see flames tear up the side of it.
And he squeaks too much metal for one hand.
He squeaks too much metal for one hand. But you'll see the flames wash over the stone as well, and it seems to take a bit of damage. You see the surface start to crack.
If the snake starts its turn within 10 feet of me, I've got my other ability too.
Alright. Who are we up to? Ellen!
I'm going to cast second level chromatic orb.
Oh.
Right, roll away. What type of damage?
Acid.
Acid. Lovely. Snake?
How was your weekend? I'm
Um,
just talking to the guys.
An
on the
advantage?
tower. Yeah.
Plus 6, and you're up to roll twice.
Let's just roll in case you get a crit.
no,
No.
exactly the same.
That hits. Give me some damage.
So it's 48.
Is that with the upcast?
Yeah.
When I get my iPad, I can have the iPad here and then we can both
Yeah.
talk. Because this is only catching half of the stuff. Was this the orb that I was using with Fleet?
21.
What? Big chromatic orb? Nah. 21.
Oh man.
I'm doing damage.
So as the orb of acid slams into the side of the snake, you just watch as this acid just eats into its skin. Oh, I didn't put up the picture of the snake. Thank you,
No,
Snake.
you still got the evil bunny.
Oh no, this is not the evil bunny.
Cute fluffy bunny.
I'm just assuming it's a chain of evil bunnies connected us to.
Snake! Snake! As the beautiful winged snake gets slammed with a ball of just bubbling acid, you see its wings start to melt away and drop off, and
Can
you just
I
hear a,
on the back of that, can I use my cantrip to toll the dead?
that's an action.
Ah, I thought it was.
So
Yeah.
you've got an action,
But-
bonus action, and a reaction.
The snake,
Oh, sorry, get that.
the snake kind of just lets out a hiss and drops down to the ground, and in your heads, you hear this just deafening scream. You slam your hands up against your ears and it just doesn't help at all as the screaming carries on in your skull for just a couple of seconds, then cut short as the flying snake starts to disappear into clouds of golden dust.
It doesn't help us Teletubbies have big ears.
Can I just do my like explorer as a reaction for the noise and do like ah?
Does that mean the snake is dead?
The snake is disappeared into golden dust.
So we take the snake off the table?
Yep, the snake is off the table.
The deer snake?
And you heal a little bit from your hex-based curse if you're not already full health.
Well, I'm well over full health.
That's not how it works. Well, the temporary hit points, yes. The rest of it, no. And you're left in the room in silence.
Smashy, smashy!
Smashy, smashy. Alright, make an attack roll. You're all flanking out, I'll say, so an advantage with your d4.
With an evil rabbit in that.
It's going to be an evil rabbit, guys.
It's got an egg on it.
Is it a rabbit?
It's going to attack us back at the moment.
I shall remain behind everyone. It's a 4, I think.
14 plus. Do I add that as well?
What was
that's
this roll?
That's your one. That's your bad dice.
Is this the attack roll? So what?
Yeah,
that's fine.
19.
So,
Plus 4, 19.
oh yeah.
19 hits. Give me damage.
2d6 plus 3.
I should have used the egg. With my 19.
Yeah, the egg was easier to hit than the snake. 11 damage.
Cool. Can I quickly cast Identify this rope and then tie around the egg?
Why?
Sure.
Since I don't have magic word. So.
Sure. So as you cast it, identify, you hear word in the back of your head.
Grab it! Grab it!
Grab it! Like rabbit, but grab it.
Oh.
And I'll just sort of tie it around the egg.
Yep.
So we can still attack it, but just enough to enclose it.
Cool.
Just in case anything jumps out.
That's it.
No worries. Anyone else making attack rolls against it?
I'll hit it.
I will do. Can someone roll me 2d20s?
I'm going to do my double attack.
Yep.
So at advantage, you said?
Yep, at advantage, that's a d12. that's a d12 as well. Reroll that.
Oh, I rolled that before.
Oh, really?
Sorry, 2 d20s.
Please.
So for Lamb
Lamb
is a
17, yep.
17.
That would hit.
So can you roll me a d10 and a d6, please?
Sky's attack
Alright,
as well.
I
That
got
hits.
22 for my scimitar.
That's right. I'll say with everyone just hacking and smashing into it, you slowly
5,
manage
6,
to break
7.
it down, and
Scrambled eggs.
Lamb's final attack, he
8,
jams his
9.
sword into it, leaves it to the
Hey, no,
side.
I want my flame blade, thank you.
Well, it's all a collection of your strikes. So he, as I was saying, he leaves it to the side, opening up a crack into it, and you jam your flaming scimitar inside of it, and with a just explosion and burst of golden energy, the rock crumples into dust, and you're left now in the darkness once more.
Flame blade.
Sky gets the egg. Don't flame blade, it'll only hurt us.
No, I was going to say.
I'm a tree.
Also remember you've got your flame tongue sword as well,
Yeah.
if you need to turn it.
If I've still got my flame blade and it hasn't extinguished, I'll recall it and then we have light. It gives 10-foot right.
What about dark
Okay, you
vision?
can
Do
do
we see anything?
So yes, as the gold drifts down around your feet, you start to hear rattle, 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 rattle. You see slow dark fissures in the walls opening up, and see eggs start to slowly roll back into the chamber that you're at.
Am I still stuck on the roof?
You're still up on the roof. And those eggs, like as you've seen them previously before, they're part colourful and they seem to have some sort of black growth and green slime leaking out. And as you watch them,
I'm just going to look at
darkness.
Sky,
What?
who's covered in mould and slime.
Oh.
As you look at these eggs, you see that
This is natural, that's sarcasm.
the colourful parts of it that you've seen before start to fade out, and the slime and black mould start to grow over the top.
Get her.
What? Why?
There's mould growing over the egg, and you're a mould druid. And I'm
Can
a
I
wizard.
do notice anything about the mold growing over the egg?
Make a nature check.
Do you think she's involved?
Yeah.
Sky is secretly the arch nemesis.
I throw this and I say grab it.
What did you say?
Grab it, so grab
I
her.
grab her.
Alright.
She restrains. If she does a dexterity saving throw,
8?
it's equal.
Hard to tell, but dexterity saving throw.
saving throw.
Yeah.
Is she compromising the party?
Fairly certain she is.
You gotta say this as a Teletubby though.
Yeah.
Say it as a Teletubby.
It's her!
So what?
She's poisoning the egg with the mushrooms!
Dexterity saving throw.
She's a wicked idiot! Oh, spider!
So you're now restrained, I believe.
Reaction! Dart spores!
What does that do?
Okay, he's got to make a con save.
The rope is the one
Is
takes the
he 10
damage.
foot away from me?
Yeah. Oh, whereabouts are you at?
Green guy and
What?
white, that's about 15 or 10, 15, 10.
So yeah, you went over to check out the slum, so I'm going to say you're away from everyone else. But you could damage the rope that's wrapped around you.
It's got an AC 20 and 20 hit points.
I'd say it doesn't breathe, so it's not going to take damage.
It regains 1 hit point every 5.
However, as you say, grab it, and Sky or Finn is trying to inspect some of this slime. You just hear coming from down around in the darkness, and hopping around the corner, squeezing through from the cracks. You see what looks a lot more familiar to your homeland. This just hulking beast of a rabbit.
Bunny! Fuzzy!
Sorry, am I doing the halo of spores to the rope? What?
No, it doesn't breathe. It's not going to take damage from it. So you're currently restrained.
So she's definitely equal.
Oh wow, that
Are
was
you evil? You're not evil.
I'm not
Does
evil.
that
I just know what this mold is about because I'm a mold entity.
Oh,
Does that rabbit
So
Yeah, he's
around
the leader, so he
bulging
has-
muscles and just blackened skin. And you see just
That's ugly.
coming down from between its jagged teeth, just these streaks and
Why
strings
is he
of
so
green.
Ask her.
This green
I'm
slime that you
restrained
now
at the
become
moment.
familiar with, dripping down between its jagged teeth. Its long pointed ears twitching. The Easter Bunny doesn't look very much like
How does
last
the
time.
rope go with the fire?
Sorry?
How does the rope go with the fire?
It's got an arm class, you can try to attack it, or he can release you.
I can release you, so Teletubby vote, is she evil?
So,
She's a druid.
I help,
Attack
like,
line.
Ellen see me help her,
I'll
so
go with
see me
the
help
majority.
her.
Well, there's one of each.
Exactly, so I'll go with the majority.
squeezing through the gap.
You have the deciding vote, Grant. You have the deciding vote.
But so do you.
No, I don't, that's not what
Have I hurt anyone?
I feel like you two are conspiring.
As you guys are talking, this rabbit form squeezes its way through the crack,
I think
and he just hops.
Okay, I release it.
He says,
Thank you, friends! I feel so much better!
I'm going to transfer my hex onto it.
Oh, so that
Oh,
was
is that how I gotta play?
Hex dex.
I want you to make a initiative check just to see if you can get it before he reacts.
Can I move my hex
17?
too?
You're on natural 1, so yes, he's hexed. Everyone, roll initiative.
Can I move my hex onto the new creature now?
As a bonus action, you can.
Oh, it's a bonus action.
On your turn.
It's not my turn yet.
On your turn.
Can I have my... Oh, yay! I got a good performance.
16 plus...
You could have talked your way out of it.
Yeah, but I'm the talker of the party.
I'm the nibblist.
Well, we
I'm the big
talking
guys.
to the bunny.
To the Easter
Sorry, I
Bunny.
was too busy trying to be unrestrained.
You're unrestrained now.
Okay.
I'm still suspicious.
Right, so 25 to 20.
21.
23.
Oh. I rolled well this time anyway.
Yay!
Not a 1.
Yes.
20 to
I'm
15.
happy to be on the top end.
So you also get a d4 on top of this check as well, if that helps.
No.
Where are we at? 2, sorry, who are we?
16.
16,
19.
19,
16.
16.
17.
So do they do dexterity? Or
My dex is 3.
So she, who are we? Grant, Lamb, and then you two?
So I'll go first.
Who's,
My dex is higher.
oh, that.
So I got 17, they got 16.
Yeah.
oh, so you're before Grant?
As is my place as the leader.
Lamb. So I've got lamb, grunt, Seth, Ellen. Ellen, what did you get? 16. Ellen. Beck, what have you got?
21.
Oh yes, sorry, I got you already.
got Luke.
Then it'd be. What did you get, Luke?
8. I GM most weeks. It's my one chance to cut loose.
5, 6, 7. Perfect.
Well,
Shenanigans.
Sky, you're up as this hulking bunny rabbit figure comes laughing and hopping his way in.
was he essentially evil? I don't know. I missed half of the thing, the restraint.
You don't know, he was just having a nice little chuckle and someone hexed him. He maybe just has a good sense of humour.
He looks very iggy.
What are you doing? Make a decision.
I'm going to hit him with my double attacks. My 2 weapon. Alright, and it's not an advantage.
Nope.
Okay, so I'll run up onto the other side and I get over here. Would that be enough? 30 Bryce?
Yep.
Is that an advantage now?
No.
Who's this?
It's not close enough.
It's Lala.
He's a big unit, so he can take on multiple dudes. You're not flanking. You'll need to be more surrounded before you can get advantage.
Alright.
If I surround from the top, is that classed as surrounded?
It'll help.
Alright, so the first one is 19 to
bunny
hit.
range though.
Whereas he is from the top.
Yep, 19 hits.
Alright, so normal attack is 3 plus 5 plus 11. 6 necrotic.
So 11 total plus 6.
No, so 5.
5 and then plus 6 necrotic. Cool.
Yeah.
So 11 total. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll go with my.
As you take a swing into him and chop into his flesh, a spray of poison comes out for 9 poison damage. Are you resistant to poison?
I can't remember.
We write down 9 and then figure out between your turn. Second attack if you want. Who else is standing next to him? Who's that? Is that the blue one?
That's Lala.
You take 9 points of damage. Poison damage specifically.
That is also 19.
Cool.
And
Second
then
hit.
this one is.
You take
13 fire.
13 fire. Roger.
Ow.
You take 7 poison damage. You take 7 poison damage. As she hacks into it, the spray of green slime and blood sprays across both of you.
So yeah, 7 on top of you.
Beck, you're up.
Oh, my turn.
It's not looking
I
good
wasn't
for
paying
Lala.
attention. Can I just do? Can I do the whole? No. He said so. Can I move my hex onto him?
Yep, bonus action move your hex onto him. Can do.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do this.
Did you want to hex anything in particular? He's already got disadvantage on dexterity checks.
So I'll do what should I hex?
Do wisdom, because that's his perception. If
Okay,
someone's trying to
wisdom. Okay, wisdom. This one, hold person. Can I do a hold person?
You sure can.
Not a person.
Wisdom save.
Hold item. Hold thing.
I'll give you a whole person won't affect him. You realise this isn't a person.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
you need
just
whole
do.
monster.
I might just use that then. Can I do scorching ray on it then?
Yep, you sure can. 3 attack rolls. 3 beams.
20. Nah.
Natural 20. Alright, roll double damage.
Oh, okay, I'll do that one first.
Sky and Ellen, you both take 5 points of poison damage.
Yeah, okay, so
Oh.
I'm down to 10 hit
Why am I
points.
killing them?
Because he's exploding.
You see, every time he's taking a hit, you just see these sprays of poison
Sorry, guys.
flinging off of him.
So that's the first hit.
How
So
much
I'm going
damage?
to the first damage was 3.
Roll double the damage because of your poison.
You did.
That's right, yeah. Crit.
And
Nice.
10. Was that 13?
13 total.
I just
Well,
got
that
my
first
10
hit, yeah.
Nice.
points have been removed.
Second hit,
I'm starting to take.
You got your dragon.
5. I missed, I think, 5.
Yep, 5 misses.
And my third hit is a 5 again.
Cool.
So just how much hit points did the damage take?
Just then, 5.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not immune.
Cool. Wasn't sure.
Yeah, I just had to double check. But
Um,
I am out of temporary hit points now.
at this stage, you see the eggs around the corner start to shake. Lamb, you're up. It's alright, Mooby! Poor ducking.
I am going to move this one. And I'm going to stab her in the chest.
You can stab who in the leg?
Ellen.
Fiction style.
Lola.
Oh no.
Right, so Ellen, make a Constitution saving throw. So you heal 14 points. This spike stabs into your chest and you see the liquid bubbles.
What if I'm at minus?
No, there's no such thing as minus.
Zero.
Yeah, you just drop to 0.
So
Yeah. And you sit back up and you just see your eyes almost roll back in your head. You're like, oh, Jesus! Or whatever the god happens to be. Any bonus action?
Zeus.
Transfer your hex onto him?
I already did.
Oh, cool, sweet. Oh, that's right, yeah, dex. Sweet, that's it. Want to move anywhere? Whereabouts are you at?
Can I cover Ellen with my shield? Mechanically it does nothing.
No, you need special, because certain classes can, so no.
Also, I threw it away, so I don't have it.
Yeah, you're not holding it. Grant.
Okay, so I'll grab the rope and I'll flick it and I'll say grab it. So you've got DC 15 and 30 saving throw.
You rolled a 14.
Restrained.
He is restrained.
Yay.
And then I'll use my bonus action. That is bonus action.
So everyone has advantage against him, and he has disadvantage on dexterity saves.
And
Not bonus action, okay.
Not saves.
not saves. Oh, okay.
This is just from being the rope. So you see this
Oh,
rope
okay.
wrap around him.
Okay.
But that's it.
That be it? Seth, your turn. So he's wrapped up in this rope, tied around him.
Sorry, no, I will hex. That's a bonus action.
And Hex?
Yeah.
Roger.
What abilities are left?
He's got Dex and Wisdom on him.
Strength. Do strength, then you
Do
can't break
strength.
it for alright.
Does he already have a con
Stack and
going
debuff.
on in him
Debuff.
as well? Con debuff?
Constitution, no. Yeah, Seth, you're up.
Whoever does it next, do a
Who's on
con.
it?
Yeah, so from its wounds, you see just. He's got obviously high blood pressure. As soon as he gets cut, you see his sprays of poisonous green slime come out from his arteries and veins.
His cardiologist has recommended that he doesn't do these fights.
Yeah.
Well, that's
It's not the healthiest thing to do.
who has purified?
Doesn't water.
Yep.
I think it'll be making out Jimmy running away from it.
Cool. So you're gonna do any attacks, spells, anything?
I'll do
Bide
my
your time.
Yeah, I'll do my thing.
Probably not a bad idea. Because Ellen,
I
Lala, your turn.
am.
Yep. So stand up prone, takes half the movement.
And remove the rest of my half.
He will take a swipe at you with disadvantage as you try to run away. That's a 17 and a 4. This is to hit modifier. 4 plus 7, I don't think that hits. Nope.
As my bonus action, I cast X.
Cool. What are you hexing?
What's left?
He's got Dex, Wisdom, Strength.
Strength?
No, he's got Strength.
Con. Please, con.
Constitution.
Constitution.
Constitution
My 5
check.
spores.
Is that a saving throw, Sky?
Oh,
It is though.
Might as well take on.
Do con. Done.
yes.
Yep, done.
So now
Okay.
it's strength, dex, con, and wisdom.
Yeah. It's alright, Moose.
And told her there.
And then roll it.
Yep, you can do that.
Lucky we're all wizards.
So he takes.
He rolled a natural 1, so roll your D12.
Wisdom save.
Yep, you roll a natural 1 on it, so.
I think you all have it against me. He's all rolling bad.
A critical hex doesn't affect it if you don't do an attack roll.
4.
Ah,
I don't think hex does damage unless it's an attack roll, so just 3. But still, that's 3.
no, you're quite right.
I played a warlock.
I'm very
I've not played D&D for ages.
Is Mill up to 2 tonight?
And it's his turn. I just won.
Fart Wars. If he starts his turn in my
Alright, what's he rolling? Constitution
con
save?
12.
Oh, he only rolled a 6, that's not great.
Alright.
What's his constitution? Plus 5. 11.
The disadvantage?
It doesn't have disadvantage. So
2d4s.
2d4s for
Yep.
the fight spores.
Yep. And that's necrotic.
I think necrotic.
Papa.
He takes 6 damage as he just and just coughs up more vomit of poison as his lungs just get torn into by this. Actually, necrotic? Yeah, necrotic. So who's near him?
Me.
Just
me.
And the Iron Defender. Sorry, the Steel Defender. How much damage is he doing? 2d8.
So it says I've got damage immunity to poison. Is that?
No.
Yep, you take no damage.
What?
Sky still gets to one. So Sky takes 8 poison damage.
Okay.
Reluctantly takes
You add it up when you get
I
to your
still,
turn.
I still think I should have immunity.
You would be very powerful if you did.
I know.
And then he's going for he's still got plenty. So he's just gonna look around. Rakes his claws across his chest, and you see just a spray of poison fly out, and he's gonna hit you 4 there.
I like being on this roof. I think you get me. I should have said that now.
It's alright, I'll cast jump next. Not
I'll
jump
take,
from here.
take his damage first. Oh, damn, you rolled
I don't
really
have
hard
any
for
ranged
damage.
spells though, or ranged anything. This hurts.
So you 4 need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Concentration. 22.
6.
16.
So anyone who got below 16, so 15 or below.
Yep.
Cool. So you take 19 poison damage.
Whoa.
Everyone else takes 9 poison damage.
Do I have to take poison damage too?
Whereabouts are you?
I'm on the roof.
Where on the roof?
Like to that, just like up there.
Which one are you?
I'm the red guy.
That
no,
guy?
That one. To your
That one?
Yeah.
No, you're safe. You're just out of the range.
Oh,
Who's holding concentration? You're holding concentration?
yeah. Has it been more than a minute since we killed the egg?
Probably on a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Still got concentration. 18 plus 3.
Alright.
Is
Is anyone else holding concentration in that?
I'm holding on to the treasure.
You didn't get hit. You're fine.
Yeah, I didn't get hit.
I've held mine.
You're fine.
So
You're
what was
fine.
it,
You're
another
fine.
8?
Do you have concentration?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, you're fine. But you took down your 9 damage?
Yes.
Beautiful. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Also, Grant, you are poisoned. So that means, I believe, at the end of your turn you can make a Constitution saving throw, but as of now you have disadvantage on saving throws and attack rolls.
I think I'm poisoned too.
Did you make your saving throw? Oh, you didn't make it, you took full 19? You're poisoned too.
a saving throw and what else?
Attack rolls. At the end of your turn, you can make that save again against it. I believe that is the end of his turn. Yes. And he does. Luke, Mr. Tree, you're up.
I'll do what tree does best. Run and attack.
Smash.
I'm gonna die of poison overload now.
So with bless as well.
1d.
So yeah, just a d20. You can do reckless attack if you want, which will give you advantage, but he'll also have advantage back against you.
Has he got out of the rope then?
No, he's still in the road. Oh, sorry, no, you do have advantage. Sorry, yes, thank you, man. Yeah, you got advantage plus your d4.
He's still roped.
He's still roped.
Just right.
Plus your
He's
d4.
straight roped. Same thing.
That's
On the
19
Teletubby.
plus.
That'll hit.
Five.
Give me some damage.
There is 2d6. Plus 3.
BDSM.
7d6.
Soft BDSM.
We're getting into the whole Susie is a bondage bear.
How we got it?
6 plus 3. 6 plus 9.
9 damage. And you take
Oh, plus the range. Is it?
wait, plus 2 more.
11, cool.
And you take what's that? Numbers. 8 plus 5. 14?
13.
13?
13.
13 damage, both of you. You take half, though, because you're bear and
13.
raging. Yep, you take 13.
So is that rounded up or down?
Down.
Down. So you're unconscious. You take, round it down, so 6. Take 6. 6 damage. You're unconscious.
Someone get me out of the way before he just
So you
bleeds
see-
on me.
I've got nothing to help you with.
You see Finn just hit the ground, covered in just poisonous
You were
liquid.
the healer.
No, I wasn't actually.
No, you were the only one that had the ability.
No one has ability.
No one can hear.
Oh.
Yes,
I
yes.
did have one, but I was mainly using it for self-importance. But I
I
didn't get
intentionally
around
didn't put
to
any
it.
healing potions in here either. There's various items that heal, but no healing potions. Right, Luke, that's the end of your turn. Sky, make a death saving throw, please.
How do I do this? Hang on. Okay.
So just roll a d20.
16.
One success. And Beck, you're up.
I am going to hold that. No, wait, I still can't do that.
Oh.
Oh, he's not a person.
Ah,
You can't hold person.
just keep asking and forget.
Can I? What can I ask? Can I do scorching ray on him again?
You sure can. 3 attack rolls.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Oh. Well, that's shit. 8 plus
Yeah, no, I can hit.
18 plus
That'll hit.
6.
Just roll your second one for me as well,
And
why
second
not?
one,
That's it.
18.
So
Yeah.
2 hits.
2 hits.
So Sky fails 2 more death saving throws.
Sorry. Someone just pulled me away. That's all you need to do.
You suffer. 1 second.
So this is just for one of the hits.
Just roll more.
So if she's unconscious, when she takes damage, she fails a death save.
You take
total
poison damage.
So is that
That's half
One
already.
more hit and I'm
You
like,
take 8
I'm
damage.
dead.
17.
You take
She's
17
gone.
damage. And that's fire damage.
Has he moved up because I wasn't in contact with him before? I was touching him.
No, he's not touching you.
He hasn't
It's
moved. No, you're fine.
Maybe running because of
Still,
this.
you're-
He's not touching you, that's why you're still taking
Yeah, it's
the
not
spray.
touching you.
No, you're fine.
He's not molesting you. It's
Yeah,
fine.
you're close to. This is hard because it squares a little. Right, that's your turn done.
It's my turn done.
I think we all back away at this point. But leave the tree to hold him whilst he shoots him.
Oh no, he's throwing more eggs out.
Toby's retreat!
Back to the Tubby Tonic Cubby House. I can't remember what it's called. Oh no. I'm on the roof, it's alright. Okay, sorry.
Just scatter some of these around the edges. They're ending up very
Anything roll off the map don't count.
Yeah. This one's in the wrong room, so that one.
So these eggs now crack open.
Oh, we've got music now.
That was good timing. I didn't impress anything.
Dramatic.
Hello, bubbies. You need help, Sky? Is there a fire? There's a fire bear. Lamb, your turn.
I'm going to...
He's also like he's looking pretty rough. Like you see just rivulets of blood and slime.
Back out with
He's
spray
still being
range
held up.
and Eldritch Bolted.
Eldritch Blast.
So
Keep it around her.
14?
Where did you back up to? You weren't in this range, though, were you?
No.
No, didn't think so. 14 misses. Is that total 14? You got advantage.
No, no. Can't poison.
Oh, you don't. Black roll, thank you. Good honesty.
And I will try and shrug off being poisoned.
Roger.
Using words?
Is that total?
14 total.
Still boys. Let me just double check. No, still poison, sorry, it's 16.
Yeah, also.
Good boy, Moo. Have your dinner. Oh, it's a good boy. Hello, beautiful. Good puppies. Who up to? Grant. So you're still poisoned as well?
Poison. It's at the end of my turn I do the saving
Yeah.
throw.
And then your turn.
I guess I'll move around this egg, so I'm on the other side of this egg.
Yep.
Yeah. Where
No.
Dude up here.
on the other side of that egg.
Yep.
I think it's touching.
Yeah, still touching the egg. It's fine.
And I'll cast Flaming Sphere behind the big thing, big rabbit.
Oh, yeah, in the hallway behind it?
Yeah.
Can do. Here, let's use this as a flaming sphere.
Oh,
think
wait,
it should
wait,
be red
oh
egg.
no. Oh, it's not that stretch, was it? Yeah,
It's not a red egg, Rice. Is that one a red one?
Yeah.
That's better. Can you put that egg behind it, please?
How much
Yeah, I'll leave
distance
that
you
other
need
egg.
to ram?
Yeah, like 5 foot. Yeah,
Okay.
slam
I'm
into
back
it.
and
Right.
I'm ready with us.
Is that a dexterity saving throw?
It is a dexterity saving throw.
Disadvantage, I think. Because he's entangled.
Restraints.
Yeah, it really is.
Plus someone's got X on.
Doesn't Hex doesn't do saves. Just does.
You're on a 5 and a 6, and he's not the most dexterous individual.
6 damage.
And Sky is dead.
So you had another splash of venom fall out of him and splashes over Sky's body, and she twitches and stops moving.
What about me?
Can we rescue her as well?
And you take
None of us could have healed her.
3 points of damage. You've already half.
He's only got a 50-50 chance of rolling a success each round. So he's likely to die anyway.
She did.
We took the guesswork out.
She's probably evil anyway.
That's my story.
Sky is dead.
I was just following orders.
You went with the majority.
Constitution saving throw at the end of your round. Seth, you're up.
Right.
Bonus action.
19?
Yep. Save, so you're no longer poisoned.
Use a bonus action to turn my sword on.
Yep.
And then attack one of the eggs in front of me.
Yep. Roger. Turn around, slam it into one of the eggs.
Also, with my sword, what does it normally do?
Just works as a normal long sword. So
What's the damage for a normal
a
sword?
D8. D8. So a D8 plus 2 D6s, maybe.
Do you have anything in your
Um,
other hand?
Take your attack. Oh yeah. Or you can do a D10 if you're using it two-handed. 16. Yep, that'll hit.
Use the D10.
Yeah, use D10. Use it two-handed.
Yep.
So you get a D10.
Well,
That one.
the D10 and 2d6
Two
for the
D6s. Yep. For your fire. 10. And that one is dead as you just carve it in half with your sword. So you can eat that. Yes. You're happy with that. That's the law. Right, you happy to stay there?
but I think, yeah, I think we'll just stay like that for now.
Cool. Ellen.
I'm going to cast. I'm going to move a little bit further away.
Sorry, Sky.
I dead?
You're dead.
Yeah.
You're in a better place.
You're in a better place. Full of Teletubbies.
Teletubby.
Teletubby heaven. You've somehow got your heavens.
It's alright, I shall be
I'm just
reborn.
going to cast Toll of Dead at it.
Toll the dead. Roger, Roger.
Backup plan. She was evil. She has a backup plan.
No, no. It's the religion that I follow that death and
What type of damage is that?
Necrotic.
I thought so.
I can't do much about it at this level.
Luke, you take another 4 poison damage. That's already halved. I take 4. That's easy.
It spontaneously started when what happened? Something happened.
When the eggs arrived.
Yeah, the eggs arrived.
When the
Are
extra
they
round just
helping us?
started.
No.
Wow. It's okay.
Charges.
Your evil druid rabbits are
Yes,
attacking
which
us.
is hacking us.
Alright.
I like the guy at Christmas that was giving us inspiration. We haven't had anyone today doing that.
He's gonna take
Well, no, I
a
say
bite
because
at your
it's
steel
Easter.
defender and 2 claw strikes.
It's Easter Sunday.
Disadvantage because he's still tied up.
I should raise from the dead.
Yes.
It's
He
Easter
needs to be
Sunday.
dead for a couple of days
Needs to
first.
be dead for 3
He needs to be
days.
dead
And
for
yeah,
3
so
rounds.
you
So you
can
3 rounds
Three
and you can
strokes?
raise from the dead.
Okay.
3 rounds. No one else gets that choice. Only she thought of it first. Right, so, first attack to the steel defender.
Does that count?
That'll be a miss. Attack you on
And I'm
you.
making
That'll miss.
That makes us apostles now.
The four apostles.
Not yet. I haven't risen
5
yet.
plus 7. No, that's another miss. So he's trying to claw and get strikes onto your defender and Woody, but he just can't. His arms are kind of tied up by the rope. He's just. You don't want to play with me. Let me go. Woody, your turn.
Alright, takes damage. Flaming sphere.
Flaming sphere on his butt.
He didn't need it, and his ass.
How convenient it's red.
You take another 3 poison damage.
And 9 damage.
Oh god. Get out of there!
How come I didn't get it go?
You skip you. No, where are you? No, you're next. Yeah, it's your turn now. That was just at the end of his turn. He took flaming damage on the blood.
Does the ground test got all that?
Yeah. Right, what do you want to do? How are your hit points?
I got 13. I'm going to move away.
Right, he's going to take attack opportunity at you with disadvantage. 9 plus 7, 15. 15 hits! Right, so you can still move away, you just take a claw across the back.
Do I get a constitution save here?
No. You take 2 5 damage, that's really hard for you. You're still up.
Still alive.
It's alright, monster girl. He's the one he's outside.
Alright, can I move towards one of the eggs and attack him?
Yep.
Towards the egg.
Attack.
Execute.
Do I get the 4?
Yep.
Execute. Execute.
No, that's D12.
17. Ah.
Am I remove this guy?
I'd rather take the D12 from.
What did you get?
12.
12, that still hits. Give you some damage. Freya, central monster.
12.
And splatters of egg and mutated rabbit fly everywhere. This guy's dead. Bet.
So this is one of my death rounds.
Yep, one of your death rounds. You're going to come back with 1 hit point. Shit.
Well.
Is he going to take an opportunity attack if I'm still on the ground?
I'll say that you fainted away from him because I'm very kind of...
Because I'm like, I'm going to be like, ah! Yeah, I know.
You're still just being drenched in poison right now. I'm kind of benevolent. Nice break. What's he doing, Beck?
So, if I do acid splash onto those 2 eggs, so Dex save.
I'm going to say disadvantage because they're still clawing their ways out. Oh, a natural 20 and a 15.
They
Wait,
pass.
just let me check if they have a negative on their dex. No, they don't. So that was only the first one. Second one, no, a 4 and 5. So the second one takes damage.
1d6. 3.
3, so he's a little bit squished. A little bit singed. I had to put the bracket to remind me which one's hurt.
I had gentle repose, which makes me.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one that can
Yeah.
cast it.
You're the only one that's in vague.
I should be like,
where are we up to? The eggs finish tearing open, and the bunny rabbits descend upon you.
I'm on the roof, I'm safe. So this is really your kill game. Can
They can jump. Boom! Jumps up and
Can they jump
hacks
that
into you.
high?
They can.
Got shot.
They can. If you're within range of acid splash, they're within range of attacking
Can
you.
I just like scooch up down the
So he rolled a natural 1, so he bounces up and bites onto a stalagmite and actually impales himself. He's dead. He's dead.
Oh, sweet.
Next one, attacking Mr. Tree, rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
They don't do that much damage.
This is what kills her.
Oh yeah, you're actually badly wounded, aren't you?
Give my mark. Do I get
I
a
finally get
constitution
to eat
rating on
one.
it?
That was my first
5
egg.
damage.
Do I get a constitution fail?
5 halves, sorry, so you get 2 damage. Still up?
6.
Right, these 3,
I regret putting my shield down
Okay.
they're going to come up behind the Becky Lamb.
I can
They're
sort
all
of
going to
help.
take chomps and
If
cheeks.
I-
Just try and position those 3 around you.
Become alive again. So stay alive until then.
I will try.
It's a natural 18 and a natural 6, and one more. A natural 19.
Freya,
Two
stop
hit
it!
Yeah.
9 damage. 9 damage as they just chomp into you. These ones weren't quite going to be able to get to you. They will next round. They're going to dash so they can get up amongst here.
I maintain my hex.
Maintain your hex.
I don't maintain my hex.
Okay, your hex drops. This one's is trying to get through but he can't get around. This one here is going to come up and bite. Who's that? Grant in the butt.
The stone's broken, isn't it?
Yeah, the stone shattered. Which is what summoned and freed Bugsy. first. He misses. The one in front of front takes a bite.
I took the shot.
15.
Can you fix things?
Misses.
I can mend things.
And the one
Well, I've got mending
behind
as
Seth
well.
tries to chomp into his butt
If we
and
try
hits.
and mend this egg, we might be able to stop the evil bunny.
Seth,
I'm
you
alive.
take 3 damage.
3 damage.
I thought we had to destroy the egg.
We didn't.
We should
Yeah,
I think
you
we just
can't-
go kill the giant bunny.
You kindly
Isn't the bunny
broke
giant bunny.
the rootstone
I
that
thought we killed
the
the
Easter
bunny.
bunny asked you to do.
Yeah.
It's very kind of you.
We killed the
Oh, no.
Oh no! Hang on, it was the wrong thing. He's the real bunny.
Thanks for that. I feel much better.
I'm confused what happened.
And that's
Sorry,
right from the start.
Okay. Plan. Mend the stone.
What?
We've got to mend the stone. We've got to mend the stone. We've
You're
got to mend the
dead.
stone. Don't get.
Be quiet. You're
Where are we up to those there?
Confused what's happening.
Lamb, your turn.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast the bunny.
Alright.
So that was the bunny from the start.
The big
The
bunny.
bunny from the start.
And then the egg thing was actually kicking it.
You have advantage. No, you
So
still
the bunny at the start was the
17.
person in disguise.
Swing and miss, sorry.
And I will then try and shrug off the poison.
When I can get
Nice.
alive.
Grant, you're off.
Spells.
So I'm going to ram my thing into it again.
Yep.
Bonus action.
Check roll or dex save?
It's a dex save, I believe.
Sure.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, dex save.
I thought it was dex save at the end of the turn and ramming was an attack.
As a bonus action, to move the spear, you ram the spear into a creature. That creature must take the saving throw against the spear's
Sweet.
damage.
He rolled a 9 for his. No, an 8 for his dex.
Okay, so that's a fail, and you get 5 damage.
5 damage. He's looking rough.
And then my
How
action.
rough is rough?
Very rough.
My action, I'm going to
Just
do.
let me kill him.
Yeah.
Before we.
We should kill him. I think that'll break the spell.
With the mending.
I'll do burning hands,
So who becomes the
Yep,
Easter
burning
bunny?
hands.
just to get.
Tinky winky.
Whereabouts are you at?
I've got a
It's
bag.
No, it's like what is
you're
it,
gonna have to
Santa Claus
move-
movie? So whoever kills Santa becomes the next.
No, you'll be able to just clip him. Yep, you'll be able to clip him. Dexterity saving throw.
Dex save, yep.
At disadvantage. Yep, 4 and a 7. That'll hit. Give you some damage.
So we get. We get the rolling 6. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11.
11. Still up, but he's looking super rough.
Come on, we can kill the
There's
damn
no
thing.
one in range of him to get hurt, so it's over to Seth.
Right. I'll take this sword.
Yep. Attack.
It's 18.
Yep, they'll hit.
And 17. 9.
9 total.
Wrong
Is that plus?
bunny.
Is that plus stuff as well? You should have pluses on there as well for your strength modifier. Should be plus 3 as well. For your,
So what's the plus for the strength?
yeah, that's right. You kill it. You can eat it.
Yes.
So you slice another one in half with your flaming sword. Did your steel defender want to attack?
Yeah, no one's near it.
No.
Not me.
He's the only one near it, and he's immune to poison. Really handy.
20 attack.
At advantage.
Add advantage.
Roll again. Take the highest.
You might get crit though.
Set that
Right.
up there.
Roll your damage.
Damages 1 DX.
Diamond. Yep.
5.
How would you like to murder him? Talk us through what it looks like.
Ooh.
He's going down.
Make it graphic.
Make it graphic.
Goes for the jugular.
Or more.
Goes for the crotch.
Go to the cross.
Go for the
But
Easter
there's a
egg.
lion. There's a jugular.
Straight for his gut, rip it out, and then just put his head straight up through his.
Yes! So this steel beast rears forward and just, it's already wounded and cut up and burnt, and just jams its claws in, slams its head up inside, immune to the poison, draws its head up, and you see his head just go. And this steel defender's head replacing, just look around, look over your direction and go.
Look at me.
And
I'm
it
the
goes.
rabbit now.
Crushes down.
That's the Easter bunny.
I still think we need to mend.
With that, you hear just a scream, and all of the bunnies around you just curl up into these just desiccated forms that the life seems to just suck out of them, and they're all dead. You can do whatever you want with those remaining
Eat them.
eggs. I shall help you eat them.
They don't deserve to live.
And
What
what
you need to do
do
first? You need to eat the burning bumhole.
Am I alive yet?
The moment Sky stands up, I'm going to Eldritch Blast her into death. Just so you know.
Why?
Wow.
Because she's clearly evil.
Sky kind of
Clearly evil.
opens her eyes and goes to sit up. Roll and tackle. Throw with disadvantage because she's prone.
Well, how far away from the sky?
Is that natural? Oh, no. Not very
So
far.
I'm.
Sky,
between-
what would you like to do? You've woken up and he's taken a blast at you.
Did it hit me?
No. You're
I
one
want to
hit
go
point.
to the egg and see if I can mend it. Is it shattered completely?
Yeah, it's down into dust. The mending spell, it would take a while, but you feel you could probably mend it.
Can I
But
turn to?
but Lan is
No,
also
I
still eyeing
Can I
your-
turn? No, like as I'm moving, can I turn to Seth because he's right there, and just go, "Help me, man."
She's
You
trying
like
to
to be
repair the
here.
evil stone. Kill her.
Another attack roll.
We just killed the Easter
Sky
Bunny. It was a
23.
fraud.
Sky
Trust
stands
me.
up and help, mend it. Boost just gets taken out. She's only got one hit
Should I
point.
stop Tinky Winky?
Yeah. Too late. I'm dead
She's
again.
trying,
you're
she's trying to repair the.
She's unconscious again.
She's trying
It's
to
like
repair
I
the evil
think
stone.
Tinky's gone back.
I
It's
know
on deception when I see it.
Tinky, grab it.
You can do
We
stuff.
just solved the problem, and she's trying to fix the
Oh,
evil
but we-
stone.
Fix the egg was hitting and the
As you're arguing, you just in the back of your head, you just hear it. Whoom, whoom,
Oh, for Christ's sake, guys.
whoom, whoom. And just you look up, and these just glowing golden portals just whoom, almost like the Stargate portals, and you just feel the ground drop out from underneath you.
See, I
feel
killed
that-
Sky, we all get to go home. She was the villain.
Did I get captured in this portal because I was on the edge of the roof?
Yeah, you definitely.
Still upside
I
down.
was upside down. Hey guys, help!
But you feel that familiar sensation as the floor drops out from underneath you or from above you, and just feel your soul just sucked to the horizon and just crushed into dust on the ground, and then expand back out, and you tumble back out into the verdant green hills of your homeland with some horrible bunnies herd bouncing off in the distance.
Our Earth house called Tubby Tronic Superdome.
You tumble back on the ground at the feet of your would-be murder victim, who just sees the opportunity to
I'm
bolts.
Yeah.
Well, you can roll some death saving throws. You might still be okay. You can. Where
I'm just in
were
the
you at
face of
before?
Revolt.
You're sitting there and like tumble back out into your workshop. And just like
Came home. They solved the
that was
problem.
weird.
Winky nodding.
Still in just horrible pain. You tumble out back amongst. Where were you? Just in the trees, in the forest,
Everybody's in the forest.
hanging out with your buddies in the
We
forest.
killed her, we come home.
And you check yourself over, and you're just cut and poisoned and burnt and just all kinds of just beat up.
Pretty much like I felt last Saturday.
I'm still
And Luke, Seth, Grant, Ellen, and Lamb, as you're checking over your various wounds and bite marks, you just swear you feel something shifting underneath your skin. And that's
You
where
got
we'll
the
call it there.
poison?
The end.
Until next Easter.
Until
Dun,
next Easter.
dun, dun.
Time for Tubby Bye-Bye.
Everyone watching the stream, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the fantastic Easter game where I didn't kill anyone again.
I think
Technically killed
Is
Sky.
that
What's got evil?
No!
So the Easter Bunny was the evil one. If you guys hadn't managed to have a time to look around in there, you would have found
Revived monkey, you're a bit too late. I
some
kind of
brown
died
cloaks priest
again.
that had gone in there and sacrificed himself to form a barrier to block the Easter
Why
Bunny's
did you kill
power.
the bunny at the start when he was giving us the
Because we didn't know it was the...
bargaining with the Easter Bunny.
He was going to let some of you go and kill the other half.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed watching that.
What would happen if
Until
you killed the
next
Easter, not
Easter
the
when we
priest?
find
Not
out
the snake.
what happens.
The snake.
Dun
was
dun
the
dun.
Yeah. The snake was tied to the power of the runestone. But yeah, those footprints that you were following in was the footprints of the priest, and that body you found out was his paladin escort.
So we didn't find the priest.
Nah, he just had just empty robes where he sacrificed himself to block the Easter Bunny's power.
Oh, okay. Alright. Bye bye.
Yay! I hope everyone enjoyed themselves.